Appreciate it, Mr. Davis. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on. You don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, even begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends. Ay, you when I touching the can. Ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is. Ay, switching the moves, no number two, I came in the win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on a master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Yeah, y'all come on in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. Your boys is back up in here after a great weekend. So let's get into it as we do. If you haven't already, come on in, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already see what time it is, man. Let's get into it as we do. Training camp, mini camp is here. Rookie mini camp is here. And like I said, there is so much going on in the NFC South right now. The landscape of the NFC South has shifted. Everything from who's hot, who's not, who has potential, who does not, has shifted. So let's be honest, man. You saw it on the thumbnail. Derek Carr has come out and went ahead and retired. What does that mean for the Carolina Panthers? We're going to get into that as we do. But I want to talk a little bit from the rookies and mini camps and listen to some of these one-on-ones that they've been having with some of the rookies, man. So without further ado, we're going to Princely Umenyana, one of my very favorites right now. We're going to listen to what he has to say about, like I said, one-on-one and how he feeling about rookie camp, man. So let's get into it.
We are here with Princely Umenyana. And Princely, you just finished your first rookie mini camp. How did it feel out there?
Felt great. A little surreal, but it just felt great. I felt good. You know, I've been staying in shape, so I won't be, too gassed when I got out here. It just felt good. Finally put on an NFL practice jersey and helmet.
When you walk off the field tomorrow after the second rookie mini camp practice, what will you have considered a success for this camp?
What would I consider a success for me?
Yes.
Just probably getting a little bit of the knowledge of the defense. Right now I'm almost clueless, because it's the first day, you know what I'm saying? So tomorrow I just want to at least get a little bit down of the fundamentals and basics of the defense.
Speaking of this defense, this is a 3-4 defense. I don't know how much you've been able to be in the playbook yet, but what do you feel like that can do for you as an edge rusher?
Man, I think it can help me change the game and affect the game in many different ways, being in the 3-4, I'm playing an outside linebacker spot, so I can, help the team in the run defense, stopping the run, and in the pass defense when it comes to sacking the quarterback and in coverage.
You told us at the Senior Bowl that you wanted to go back to college for another year so that you could get double-digit sacks, which you did with 10.5 at Ole Miss. I know this is so early on, but do you have a goal for this year of what you want to do as a rookie?
Man, yeah. I'm trying to do a lot of big things, you know what I'm saying? I just take it a day at a time. Of course, I want to do things like get double-digit sacks and get defensive rookie of the year and things like that. But, I'm just trying to take it one day at a time and, get better and better every day.
We're going to do what we call a fast 5 now. 5 quick questions just off the top of the dome, okay?
All right,
They're all football related, though, so if that helps. What football player did you look up to most as a kid?
Probably Ray Lewis or Tyrann Mathieu, one of those two.
Are those because of where you're from or
Nah, so I'm from
position?
Texas. I just love the way Ray Lewis played football. He was so relentless. And then Tyrann Mathieu, it just always seemed like he was making plays.
The Honey Badger.
Yeah, the Honey Badger.
What is your pregame hype-up song?
I don't got one for real.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to find you one.
For sure.
What genre of music do you want to be in?
For the pregame hype up?
Yeah.
Rap, probably.
Okay, I didn't know if you were gonna go like Katy Perry or something.
Nah.
If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
Man, if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be like a social media influencer or something. Or I'll probably be a lawyer.
If you were a social media influencer, what would your tagline be?
What's that? Like my Instagram
Yeah,
handle?
like your sign off for your videos.
I don't know.
Come up with one, we'll get back to you on that.
Bet.
What is your first NFL paycheck going towards?
Shoot, what's it called? A deposit for an apartment or a house?
That's a very responsible decision.
Yeah.
And then who has to be in the stands for your NFL debut?
Nobody?
Oh, just you?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
So you're good with whoever you're going out there with?
Good. I don't need nobody.
Okay, well, come up with that social media tagline to sign off.
That's a bet.
We'll catch up with Princely Umanmiela next time.
Yes,
Thanks
ma'am.
so much,
Thank
Princely.
you. Thank you.
Here with tight end Mitchell Evans. Mitch, I have a whole list of questions for you, but Brad Ensig just walked by and said we have to ask you about your team breakdown at the end of practice. So tell us about your team breakdown at the end of practice today.
I didn't think it was anything abnormal, but, I said, keep improving, keep pounding. And I said, all right, together on 2, 1, 2, together.
Mitch, break us down. What do you got?
Mitch. Hey, keep improving, keep pounding, dude. Let's go. Together on 2, 1, 2. Together. Hey, together on 2, 1, 2. Together. So that was on me. Gotta get used to it.
Mitchell Evans shaking things up here at rookie minicamp. We like the keep pounding that you threw in there as well. As you've kind of gotten into this playbook and been out here for the past 2 days of rookie minicamp, what does it seem like it does for tight ends? Or what does this offense do for tight ends?
I think it just shows. I think we're very versatile. We do a lot in this offense. We're not just blocking, we're not just pass catching, we're doing it all. There's a lot of different moving elements to this offense. It's very complex. In a good way. And I think, we do it all. So this is a very good offense to be a tight end.
When Friday's practice ended, I don't know if you broke down that huddle as well, but y'all did do a little accuracy drill over here, a little competition period. And Canales told us you were the only one to get it into the net.
Yep.
You were a former high school quarterback as well. So do you start your campaign now to be put into trick plays, or do you wait a little bit?
I'm going to, let the coaches do their own thing and then just keep doing my own thing and just keep trying to get better every single day and help the team any way I can. And if that's, doing a trick play where I throw a ball, so be it. That'd be awesome. But we'll see what the coaches have in store. So,
most important question, has Franz made the trip to Charlotte?
Actually, yes, he has. So when I got the call to come down to Carolina, it was perfect because my girlfriend's family's from here.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I've been here for a week and a half already.
Okay.
And so, brought a bunch of my stuff down. My girlfriend and my dog came with me, and now they're just hanging about. And I'm here doing my own thing, but he has made the trip down to Charlotte.
Nice.
So
go check out his dog's Instagram account if you haven't yet. It'll make your day. Okay, we're going to end on these fast 5 questions, all football related, but just off the dome, okay?
All right.
What football player did you look up to most as a kid?
Anthony Thomas, because I was a running back and I liked watching college football, and he was the guy. So
Very nice. Have you ever got to meet him?
I have not. No.
We'll see what we can do. What is your pregame hype up song?
Oh my God. Probably right. I don't know. I have a playlist. I have a playlist of just a bunch of random stuff.
Can we give us a genre and we'll see if fans can give you a good hype up song?
I mean, it's literally country, like rap, it's hip hop, it's EDM, it's literally everything. I think I've had this playlist for like 10 years now. It's going all the way back to like youth football.
Oh, so you're going through the whole playlist.
It's like sometimes I'll have a new song or something from like 2018. Like, I don't know. So
hey, whatever works, keep using it. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
Ooh, good question. I would say something along the lines of like law enforcement. But in particular, I really wanted to do Secret Service. So when I was in high school, I did a program, like a law enforcement program, and studied history at the University of Notre Dame. And that was the pathway a lot of those people took to get in that Secret Service field. So it'd be definitely that.
Okay, well, if you see Mitchell with an earpiece in, no, you didn't. Who has to be in the stands for your NFL debut?
In the stands? Well, I can't bring a dog in there.
They know of.
Yeah, I would definitely say, my girlfriend, my best friends from home and at Notre Dame, and my family. So I'd probably say, you want me to list them?
Sure.
List them? I mean, I'll go. Shoot, I'll go 3 off the top of my head. I'll just go probably my girlfriend, my best friend Zach from home. He's been my guy since day one. And then I'll call my sister because, we don't get to see each other that much because she played college ball and pro ball. So if she had the opportunity to come see me play, it'd be really awesome. So.
Well, cool. And there you go, Zach, getting a shout out. Last thing, what is that first NFL paycheck going towards?
Oh my God. It's going away. That's the first thing that's going away. But I'd probably say if I need to, a car.
Okay.
Because I like cars. I'm a big car guy.
Yeah.
So probably a nicer, affordable car.
Okay, well, you're in NASCAR headquarters here in Charlotte, so we'll go find you a fast one.
Yeah.
Mitchell Evans, thank you so much for your time. Yeah. We look forward to your next post-practice breakdown.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We got some of that out of the way. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you haven't seen it, you got to see some of the clips like Jimmy Horn out there just running. I'm going to put this out here. This Jimmy.
How everybody doing?
Well, how are you?
Yeah, Lord, I'm doing good.
This is what we're here for. They're here to start.
Camp just as an experience, just these 2 days.
It's been fun. It's a great experience to have. I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
Your acceleration out here has been pretty hard to not notice. When did you realize you had speed that was kind of special?
When I was younger, I'd go to every neighborhood and race every kid back where I'm from and beat them. And I always just been fast. I always knew that I had a different kind of speed.
Did you ever lose one of those races?
Mm-mm.
Coming from Colorado, having kind of that NFL kind of program, how do you think that prepared you for this weekend?
It prepared me real good. Our practices at Colorado was probably 15 minutes longer than this, because Prime practice was pretty good, and the way they ran the system out there is pretty similar a little bit too.
What was that experience like playing for him?
It was a great experience. It was fun, one of a kind experience that I never get the experience again playing for Coach Prime specific.
Developing with T-Mac and how you guys have kind of gotten to know each other during this process. It's
developing real good. I'm getting to know him every day. He getting to know me a little better. T-Mac a cool guy. It's fun to play with him. He helped me out. I help him out.
In what ways have y'all kind of helped each other out? If you have an example.
For example, on the field, if I had to not know something, he'll help me out right there, or vice versa.
Were you lined up against Travis Hunter often in practice, and what was it like sharpening your skills against the Heisman Trophy?
Me and Travis, we ain't go against each other at practice, but because every time we did it ones versus twos and twos versus ones, so he alternated both sides of the ball.
You and T-Mac, your games are different. So how would you describe his game right now?
T-Mac, he a strong receiver. He got great hands, and I think T-Mac, he actually can make something happen. He got great yak as a big receiver for his size. He got some good yak.
You ever challenge him to a race? You want to challenge him?
Nah, I ain't gonna challenge him. I don't like race people for fun. Not no more.
Jimmy,
do you feel like you got a chance to show off your speed this weekend?
Nah, not yet. I haven't. Not yet. They seen it a little bit, but I ain't sure it all.
What's that gonna look like when you turn off the jets?
I'm gonna just be flying. I'm gonna be out of there.
Jimmy, you kind of study this playbook. What does it seem like it can do for a player with your skill set?
Say that one more time.
When you study this playbook, what do you feel like it can do for a player with your skill set?
It sets you up in a good position, to make plays and also be versatile.
Have you gotten a lot of return work? I know that's something you said you enjoy doing during this mini camp.
Yeah, we get a little bit in after practice, but we haven't got into full details of the return schemes and all that stuff yet. So
I saw you on the jugs for, I guess, 30 minutes afterwards. Is that something that you usually do, or are you just doing that to kind of sharpen your skill?
Both. It's both.
Who did you idolize receiver-wise growing up?
I tell a lot of people ask me this on interviews. I really ain't watch receivers growing up. I watch running backs and stuff because I was playing running back when I was younger. So I really ain't really watched too many receivers. But I knew of like old school receivers and stuff like that.
Was there a running back that you did kind of watch?
Barry Sanders.
Is there any games that your receiver skills you think kind of emulate or similar to?
Like the change of direction, the shiftiness, the quickness. Barry Sanders had it all. And then like be able to make people miss.
So did you just watch like highlights and stuff like that? I mean, obviously you retired.
Yeah, I watched the highlights. I wasn't watching film at a young age. I was just watching highlights. I'll pull them up, and I'll just sit there and watch highlights and play video game on the other side.
We got time for one. Did you, I mean, the Panthers' all-time leading receiver is a smaller type receiver than Steve Smith. Did you ever watch his game, and what did you think of it?
Yeah, Smith, he was a strong, short receiver, you know, and he was real explosive. Every time he touched the ball, you knew something was going to go down. Now, he was trying to, like, put somebody in the dirt with his hands. That's just how he played. He played relentless and fearless. And I kind of, like, play like that, too.
What was it like playing for Prime?
It was fun playing for Coach Prime. You know, it was a pleasure to play for him. You know, he helped me in life. And like, that environment out there in Boulder itself was just different. It was a one-of-a-kind environment, too. I love that city of Boulder.
Tell us a little more about it. Like, what made it unique?
What made it unique is Boulder. Like, you ever been to Boulder before?
Yeah, but I want to hear your description.
I just told you.
But said it's one of a kind, though. How?
I can't really explain it. Like, it's just a moment that you got to seize while you there.
Yeah. Shout out to the reports, man, for the dumbest goddamn questions I ever seen on the man. So that's getting up with rookie camp. Like I said, I love it. We get to hear some of the insights of what's going on around the rookie camp. We've been hearing noise that Ted McMillan, hold on, let me put some respect on his name. Ted! Well, and him and Jimmy Horn has been really going at it at rookie camp and giving everybody the business. So, like I said, without a shadow of a doubt, I think that the 2 picks that we picked up is going to really make some noise this season. And yeah, I'm excited about Panther football going forward. But in order to get to where I'm getting with that, let me tell you something. I was looking at the NFC South for what it actually is, and let me make sure I get my microphone right when I say this right here. Make no mistake about it. The NFC South is now up for grabs. I think, and this is just my honest opinion, with Derek Carr completely out of the way, which nobody really thought that they were going to be worth anything this year anyway, but especially now with them not being a threat, you look around, the top of the throne sits with Tampa Bay, and you got Atlanta a little further down, and you got us right on Atlanta ass. This is finally, I can see a little bit of competition coming for the NFC South. Like I said, to be able to get close to the throne is what it's all about when it comes time to lay the landscape for winning for the foreseeable future. When you got young bulls, young guys like Ted McMillan coming in, the Jimmy Horns of the world, you see the star power, the star potential of what it can do to shift an offense and really take it to the next level. Having Mitchell, like I said, the new tight end coming in, and you seeing that he's getting the playbook and it's coming along with him, and it don't seem like it's too fast for him, you know. When you got a guy like Tommy Tremble who been here 3 goddamn years and still can't seem to get the playbook down. I don't understand. But I'm gonna leave that alone. What I'm saying now is we finally got Atlanta jumped us last year. Tampa Bay, they whoop our ass last year. Like we split with them, but it was still a gang fight. It was like 20 of them versus 2. Now we walk back up to the fight. It's 20-20. Well, Tampa Bay is more like it's 20-15 or 20-12. But we got 12 ass whooping motherfuckers. So that's the difference. You got some ass whoopers now. The human yawnings of the world. Nick Scorton. We got pieces in here that look. Nick Scorton and human yawning was so good. They said goodbye to Jadeveon Clowney. They pushed him right out the goddamn door. Right down the road, they pushed him down. They said, you know what? We got these young bucks. We got these young bulls. You can get the fuck on, sir. We appreciate you. Bye-bye. Let me tell you something. I'm excited because I could clearly see, and as you saw, I put everything on the thumbnail. You saw little Minnie Mouse on the thumbnail. Yes, you did. You saw Derek Carr. You saw the NFC South in the back for what it actually is. Let's make no mistake about it. It's time for us to claim our rightful spot. I'm not saying that this is the year for it, but we damn sure a step closer to it. Now, I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I know for certain there's some people that ain't like that. But I'm gonna just put the link out there in the chat because I already know, like I said, the throne wars can begin now. The actual talking about taking the South or looking at the South or looking at the potential division or whatever it may be starts now. And yes, we are streaming live on the Tailgate Experience as well as we're streaming live on Black Cat Panther Podcast. Like I said, for us, by us. This is a channel for Panther fans, but also we give y'all a little bit of the business as a TI is. Oh, if it ain't the nastiest nigga on the planet. Jalen, what the fuck is going on?
We taking over the NFC South, man. We taking over.
Talk to me. Why you feel that way?
Shoot, our rookie's been looking promising, man. I'm excited. Uh-oh. Here come Buck.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my fellow fans are coming. The Falcon fans are coming soon.
Uh-oh.
Come on,
man, you guys are funny. Man, this division is crazy. Did you see what Sanders did, man? Solo Sanders. Man, it's crazy.
So, Buck.
What's up?
You really feel... Do you really feel that we... How you feel about the Panthers now, Buck? Do you feel like we got pieces to contend with y'all?
Yeah. It'll be funny for you. I'm gonna say this right now. The Panthers might be number 2 in the South. Let's keep it a buck. West One, you heard it here first. West One, ARK.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. When you speak of the devil, he will show up. Yes, he will. Yeah,
Come in, Crimson Red. God damn.
What's up, my boy?
What's up, Buck? What up, man? Hey, you, I can't quit laughing. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I got so pissed off yesterday, man.
About what?
Man, my motherfucking y'all know I'm diabetic. Man, my blood sugar went up to like 330, man. I say, my wife say, you fuck around and kill yourself if you want to. So, hey, man, I'm gonna chill out. But when I seen Buck show up, I said, well, hell, if we get a Saint fan, well, I ain't no sense in worrying about one of them because they ain't gonna show up. So,
how about this? You mean the ants? The ants will come.
Yeah. In hiding, dog. They ain't coming out. They ain't coming out.
I'm so Tyler.
They're waiting for Aaron Rodgers to come. That's when it will come. They're waiting for Aaron Rodgers.
But what you got on your head, Buck?
Super Bowl champion.
Oh,
Lord.
He had to dig that shit out the closet to find it. Look at it.
So, I would have a lot.
I believe you. I would too, Buck. I ain't gonna mess with you. I would too.
I know, man.
All right. Everybody on the panel right now.
Let's talk about Sanders.
Buck, the host was talking. Buck, the host talking.
Everybody on the panel right now. How y'all feel about the throne wars right now in the NFC South? What y'all looking like right now?
I don't think Tampa gonna be as good as they've been, man. Honestly, I just I know I've done this before, and it might not go over well again, but I keep looking for Mike Evans to fall off, and this nigga keep finding 1,000 yards,
Here
man.
we go with this shit again. Here we go.
He's
gonna
finding
break the
1,000 yards, man.
all-time record will be broken this year with Randy Moss.
Well, that mean that was his last year then, because he cannot break the great Randy Moss record. He
Yes,
cannot.
it will. It's going to happen, boys. It will happen.
All right, Buck.
How do you feel about going to London this year, Falcons? One, how do you feel about that? It's heading to London.
It was Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, Germany. Who cares?
Could be wrong.
Say that again, Buck. Say that again.
It's going cross country. It doesn't matter where.
You ain't right. You ain't shit. You ain't
trying to go.
They're going across to Germany,
right?
right?
Say it real fast, Q.
Say it again.
Real fast.
Yeah, West Warren, man. Yeah, he's good for the man.
You ain't shit, Q.
How do you feel about that? You guys get an easy win. The Colts, Falcons. How do you feel about that?
What side of town they going to, Buck?
He said what side to the east
They're
side?
playing the Colts. That's
No, that ain't
the east side.
That's an easy victory.
Q,
It's
you
called
ain't
Germany,
shit.
ain't it? What
You
you call
ain't
it?
shit, Q. You ain't shit.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
That's funny.
Logic. Q ain't shit, Logic. He ain't shit.
Bro,
yeah, dude.
Oh
my God.
Oh, here's the same fan and I found them. The same fan in the chat. Come on.
Buck. Don't you say a damn goddamn word unless you're saying the word Germany up in this motherfucker, man.
Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my head hurts.
Wow, you're funny.
Oh, my shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, fuck it. That's what that means. Yeah. Fuck it.
He don't like that shit, Q. He don't like that shit. Oh, my God. Boy, look at him.
Who's going to win? Here's a good question, though. West Warren and your Panthers. Who's going to be number 2, though? In NFC South. That's the real question.
Y'all.
No,
you're smart motherfucker. Who gonna be number 3?
Not me.
Y'all ass gonna be number 3.
Well, who's number 2 then?
Smart ass.
Boy, y'all
who
here
gonna be
today?
number 2?
Who's gonna be?
Yeah. Buck, who gonna be number 1, Buck?
Us? Them Panthers and Falcons. And the Saints.
Okay, Buck, let me tell you this. Q, this is all I want to say to Buck.
Oh, brother.
Buck, if y'all don't start off in the head of the division, don't you take your ass away from here and then come back around week 16. Don't do that shit, Buck.
Okay,
like you like to do.
That's a good one, though.
Scary ass. What?
That's a good one.
There ain't no good one. That's a true one.
Yeah. The funny thing about it, we still wanted at the end.
Buck, you ain't answer not damn goddamn question around this motherfucker.
Man,
I did. I understand that. I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
How the fuck you understand where I'm coming from?
Where you guys coming from?
He say I understand where you coming from. That damn Buck is hilarious, boy.
Shout out to Buck. What the fuck are you talking about, Buck?
Comments. Reading the comments in the chat.
Man, you know what, Buck? I ain't got time to fuck around with you. Anyway, what's going on, Papa? We got Neo Shadow Wolf. What's going on, fellas?
What up, y'all? What up, Jalen?
What up?
Boy, Jalen, I hope I helped you with your question earlier. Q, I was sitting here Googling and I couldn't find out where the hell Buck said they were playing across overseas. Where is that at?
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he talking about too. He won't repeat it.
I didn't find it. Buck, where the hell they going?
Get his ass, Pop.
What? The Germany.
Oh, Germany. Okay. Well, I didn't know what the hell you was talking about.
He said the Germany. He said the
He
Germany.
said the Germany.
Hey, can I interject for a moment?
Hey, that shit had me
Who
dying
you
right there,
Shadow
boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Can you hear me?
We hear
Yeah, you
you.
got a bad echo.
I'm sorry, I don't have my mic with me, so I'm just using my phone right now.
Sound like you're in the
What?
bathroom or the broom closet. I can't tell which one.
I'm at work right now. I gotta do a quick question for y'all.
Okay.
What rookie jersey
that's
would you
Wolf.
get if you get one?
Nick's
Oh,
Gordon.
I'm getting Yumiyanin or
Jalen
give
Walker.
me technique.
The
Man, come on, man. Come on.
I'm
Not
just screaming
the
tech
Yeah.
all year long. I'm gonna be shaking titty for tech. Yeah.
I know you guys get some. I know you guys get some more Bryce Young jerseys.
You know what, Buck? We're going to get your last word. We appreciate you.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He done gone too far.
Yeah. He fucked up just now. Yeah.
I think it's like jokes, man. You guys can't take a joke, man.
Yeah, you fucked up. We appreciate you, Shadow Wolf. We appreciate that.
A joke was supposed to make everybody laugh. That ain't made nobody laugh.
Anyhow, fellas up here, how y'all feeling about everything, man? Y'all see training camp taking course. I ain't paying Buck no attention, man. How y'all feel about everything that's going on right now?
Who want to go first?
All right, I guess ain't nobody going yet. I'll go. Okay.
Yeah, I go.
What the fuck I got up here? Y'all niggas ain't.
Oh, no, see, I don't know what them niggas doing, but I'm working. I'm multitask, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing the same thing. Working.
Yeah. So, I saw some things I like, especially the receiving core look like they catching on pretty fast or whatever. Some of the defensive guys look like they might be all right. But I ain't again. It ain't moving the needle for me yet till I see it in person, bro. I know what we've had the last couple of years. I'm excited the fact that we feel like we attacked the draft this time around. And like we we shouldn't get bullied at least, but I don't expect too many as far as the win column just yet. But it's a step. Yeah. I said it. I ain't shaking no titties yet, brother.
Right now, Logic.
I ain't shaking no titties for none of this stuff, bro.
You better shake them motherfucker.
I
Left
can't
hand,
do
right
it, Q.
hand.
I can't do it, Q.
Yes, you can. You can and you will. We're
That
going for the
little-
division.
Oh, that's what we doing now. So we in play for division right now. That what you saying?
Huh?
Huh? Oh, you can't hear? Huh? You can't hear?
That's stupid.
Yeah. Huh? I ain't stutter. Division?
Damn, boy. I got hand about $2.99 a pound, bro. What the fuck I'm looking for? Yeah.
All right.
The division, Logic. We're going for the division.
Hey, well, if we do, then I'm gonna be like Jalen and take my shirt off and shake the titties on screen. That's what we gonna do.
Please don't be like Jalen. Jalen says some borderline wild shit every chance he gets.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Okay. Don't do it.
My
All
lord.
right. Don't do it. All right.
Yeah. But happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, nephew.
Shout out to Blue Chew, man. Shout out to Blue Chew.
Blue Chew,
Blue
Jay.
Chew is 120. Yeah. But anyway, oh Lord, it's just so much niggatry just now. Let's reel it in. Right now, Derek Carr is out the goddamn way. You have nothing else to worry about from the New Orleans Saints offensively at all.
Who's starting, Q? That's what I want to know. Who's starting over there?
Show.
That sorry bastard ain't starting.
They got to start over from last year. They got
gonna
to
start Rattler. Rattler start over that. Sorry, son, gun now.
Damn, we gotta do Tyler show like that for.
That sucker, that boy trash.
He
They
trash,
showed
man.
a video of him making a pass at the combine. That bitch just throw it in the dirt. I said, well, God damn, son. Motherfucker wasn't nowhere next to the ball.
They said you should never have a ball thrown in the dirt when ain't no defense out there.
He just didn't have the arm strength. Look like the shit just went straight down.
He was just he being Sam Darnold. He saw ghosts. That's all. He saw some ghosts.
You got too
You
excited
can't
or
come in the
something.
league seeing ghosts.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
You ain't gonna have a long career.
So Q, I do have a very interesting topic in light of the discussion about battling for the NFC South.
Wow.
So I know that this is an opinion, as Aries Claire likes to say, that's one person's opinion. But Bleacher Report has an opinion that they put out, popping. And that opinion states that the Panthers have one of the league's worst, well, one of the league's 5 worst rosters after free agency, after the draft. What do y'all think about that?
Well, I don't read. I don't take. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me, brother.
Bleacher Report.
There had to be a name underneath that article.
Wow.
You love trying to rain on a nigga parade, huh, Red?
Well, I mean, I thought it was appropriate since we're talking about the division.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah, but like I
Oh,
told
shut
Red,
the fuck up, Buck.
like I told Red earlier, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't jumped out the window. But Claire is right. That's once again just an opinion. It's not set in all. It's not the gospel. It's not set in stone. It hasn't been written. So I mean, if it strokes your ego and confidence that's how you hope that it turns out for the Panthers, cool, wrong with it. I mean, what can I say about that? I mean,
I'm just trying to add some context to the panel today. That's all.
You added some content. I don't know if it's context.
It's contextually sound if you ask me, but that's my opinion.
It didn't break down a damn thing like that. Like I read it, and I was like, okay, it was really pulling from straws. But at the same time, like I said, I haven't jumped out the window and said exactly what we're gonna do. But do I think the NFC South division is a lot tougher this time? Hell yeah. If that little twinkle toes get his shit together, y'all in trouble.
Red, where you at, Red? You don't think for 1 second we got better, Red?
He's quite
Q, I already know it. Q, I already know his answer. Q, I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna say. He's gonna say, yes, y'all gotten better, but y'all.
I was out here taking the puppy out. But yeah, I think y'all have gotten better. I think y'all have gotten better.
So do you believe that article?
I don't think y'all are. No, I do not think that y'all are bottom 5 roster in the NFL. But I do think y'all are a bottom 10 roster. Now that didn't say how y'all was going to finish. It just said rosters, and I think y'all are still a ways away roster wise.
Now, Red,
yeah.
read what JP said right there on the screen. He said that same article said that the Panthers signed Tony Pollard this season. Damn, I sound like Buck over here.
I saw that type of graphical error. I'm sure they meant the other Cowboys running back, Rico Dowdle. It's not like they mentioned somebody off of the Dolphins running back.
Wrong is wrong, Red. That ain't gonna make it right. That just tells me somebody ain't doing their goddamn research as a journalist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I have an article today, according to USA Today, NFC South prediction.
Where it say, Buck?
They said they got the Bucks going 9-8. They got the Falcons going, Panthers. Here we go. That's what they got for them. Where's it at? Okay, Bucks 9-8 this year. They got the Panthers and Saints going Oh wow, here we go. I'm about to check right now.
Well, hold on, Buzz. While you going, here we go. Like you, Dak Prescott.
That's just opinions, Buck. That's just opinions.
Brad. You see, the thing is about what's going on in the organization for the Carolina Panthers. A lot of these writers, a lot of these writers are going to be scraping for straws, bro. Because ain't nobody really going to be allowed around the players like that.
Yeah, that's just opinions, Buck. You got to understand that, and the
Oh,
opinions really don't matter
hey guys,
until they
I found
highlight
the prediction chart, you
the.
guys. I found it. They
Yeah.
got Carolina. They got Carolina going number 1. Panthers and
Mm.
Falcons number 2. Bucks number 3. And New Orleans number 4. How do you guys feel about that, boys?
Hey, if it happens, it happens.
Let's see how respected the opinion is this time, Buck. Go ahead, Pop.
I just said it. If it happens, it happens. I mean, it just predict. It holds no weight. Either way you look at it, it holds no weight.
So they got Panthers go number 1, Falcons number 2, Bucks number 3, and Saints number 4. According to the
Like I said, if it strokes your ego, yeah, it works for you. But I can't jump on either one of them.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter. It don't matter. These are just opinions. Like I said,
That's
they really
just an
don't.
opinion.
They don't have enough evidence or anything to say because nothing has inspired. Not only that, y'all gonna allow people to come into y'all camp. Y'all gonna have analysts and podcasters be able to go and check out y'all team. We don't have any of that access for the next 2 years.
They'll give them some stuff here and there. Y'all have beat writers that'll be there, sideline reporters, pool reporters. They'll invite them in. It just won't be open to the public.
Yeah, but those are not the ones you're citing. You're citing fucking ABC and NBC and all this other bullshit. Why would I take people that's not even there?
Well, I mean, some of y'all's writers write for these publications.
Bleach Report is not out there on Carolina Panthers soil, dog. I tell you that right now. So that's what I'm saying.
I will bet you. Hold on, Pop. I bet you $100 right now that Bleacher Report has a local Carolina Panther writer on their staff. $100 right now.
No, because last time I tried to bet you said you had to check your account and you can't do no more.
No.
No. That's what you said.
Do you want to take the bet, yes or no, Popping with your smart aleck ass? Do you want to take the bet, yes or no?
I know you can hear it because I didn't stutter. I said no, because last time I tried to go up on that bet,
It's Clay.
Oh, okay. Great.
From the Rockstar Report.
But did he write that though?
I don't know whether he wrote it or not, but Bleacher Report has people embedded with the Carolina Panthers.
I'm saying right now we can't go off of that article right now because ain't nobody been there. Especially off that report that you put in.
Respectfully to that gentleman, Clay, he's not on the ground every day like some people are that are the true reporters, the Joe Pearsons, David Newens. So I respect to Clay, but I don't think that really holds no weight in this conversation.
This Mello?
Damn, Omar.
This Omar Tillman. What's going on,
He got no weight in his ass, huh? He ain't got nothing in his back pockets, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, again, like I say, it's at this point, it's all just for fun. I pulled up for fun.
That's what I said. It's content.
Really
it's content, not context. It's content.
Yeah, don't none of it real. Hey, Pop.
So Q.
You cut that shit out.
What you asking everybody else their opinions and stuff. I want to know your opinion. What do you think is the outlook for the Carolina Panthers? Where do you project them to be out of in these 4? I want to know. Let me know.
Driver.
Look, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all stupid.
Right now we're a young budding team, and the sky is the limit. So just look forward to what we got going in the future. I believe that a lot can happen this season. We appreciate that. D'Angelo, what's going on?
You took your ass right on here and skated right by my goddamn question. Oh no.
He pulled a Bryce Young. I just believe in the Lord, and I know.
He damn sure did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you.
For
Oh
sure,
you.
for
Oh
sure,
you.
for
Little
sure,
nigga, that boy.
For
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
for
yeah,
for
sure,
yeah.
for
sure,
sure.
There you
for
is.
sure,
Super.
for sure. You know,
Super,
we have the best
Super.
coaches. We have the
super.
best coaches in the world. So for sure, for sure.
Super. Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I appreciate that though. You know, yeah, D'Angelo. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Well. I'm just tuning in, so you guys gonna have to fill me in because I'm just tuning in. All right, what's the question?
Oh,
D'Angelo, I asked you the same question. Since this nigga didn't want to answer, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you that. What is your expectations for the Carolina Panthers and what you think we gonna place out of these 4 teams? Where you think we gonna be at the end of the season?
Well, my expectations all hinge upon one person. You know, I think if one person, I don't think I have to mention his name, plays up the par.
Say that
I think
nigga name, D.
if Lil Bryce, if Super, if he plays Super, like he likes to say, if he plays the word, his favorite word, if he plays like that, I mean, I definitely think we have a chance to win the division. We should be in contention to win
Hey,
win
D'Angelo,
the
let me ask you a
division.
question.
What's
Let
up,
me ask you a
Red?
question. Would you say that Baker Mayfield has played super the last 2 years?
oh
Oh
shit.
yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. He plays Super. Yes, yes indeed, Red.
Would you
Yes, he
say
has.
would you say that Mike Evans is the best wide receiver in this division?
Oh, the best wide receiver in this division. I mean, at one time he was. Right now,
I
would I
say,
say
I
he's the
say, I
best?
say, I say, yeah.
I don't
From
know.
a
I have to think
historical
about it. I
standpoint,
don't know. I
he has
don't.
the best body of work.
Who else would it be,
He has the
D'Angelo?
best body of
He
work.
got the
Yeah, he
best
got the
body of
best
work,
body
so
of
you
work.
got to give it to
Right.
him.
Who the other guy you
He,
thinking
he
about,
has the
D'Angelo?
best body of work. But I mean, but right now, I'm speaking in present tense. You know, right now I don't know. You're right. Might have. I can't because I can't give it to Drake London. I can't give it to Chris Olave. So yeah, I would say he's the best wide receiver
All right. Well, since you
in
named those other two players, would you say
yeah.
those are the top 3 wide receivers in this division?
Yeah, I say that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and,
he's
and what
setting
I'm
your
trying to get
ass
at,
up.
what I'm trying to get
God.
at is Tampa Bay got 2 of them. They got a great quarterback. They got, if not the second best, the third best running back in this division. Now, how the hell are you gonna compete and compare to them?
Hold on,
Well,
who that 2 running backs?
He talking about
Bucky
Bucky Irvin
Irvin and
and
Rasheed White.
motherfucking B. John
Oh, I
Robert.
only,
Oh yeah, she right. Yeah. He talking about Bucky though.
Bucky
yeah.
Irvin. Bucky Irvin is still running on that Panthers defense.
Bucky and what's the other dude name? Rasheed
Rasheed
White.
Rashad
White,
Okay.
but
White.
he lost snaps. Yeah, he
Rashad
lost
White. Yeah.
snaps
Oh, okay.
later in the
Okay.
season.
Okay.
He might lose, and he might lose snaps again to the boy that's behind him, that Sean Tucker dude. The Sean Tucker dude, nice too.
Well, I'm just trying to get at something because
Mhm.
see, when you talk about the division to me, right? I start to look at matchups. Because see that football is all about matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Football is all about matchups.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, I answered the question honestly earlier. If I feel like y'all have made, if y'all have improved, y'all absolutely have improved. But I don't think you've improved as much as y'all
Okay.
think you have improved.
All
But
right, Red. You
Red,
said
hold on,
Red.
Red, hold on, Pop. Let me just say this,
That
Red.
pop, hey, I'm gonna get
I
this
didn't,
shit popping, Q. I'm gonna get it
I didn't
popping,
say,
Q.
we was gonna win
Damn
the
right.
division. What I said was we will be in contention. I didn't say we was gonna for sure win it. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
said.
yeah, 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 yeah.
so.
Poppin
So
say y'all gonna win it. But go
let.
ahead, Poppin.
I said, are we gonna win with? I ain't saying that. Don't see
Second
the
place in the
Red.
division.
Red, you always pluck something out the air when you spread
Right,
your
right,
wings.
right, right,
You always
Pop,
trying to
right, Pop.
pluck something out.
I said the same. I didn't say we was gonna win
Every
the
time
damn
you
division.
leave your perch and come over here, you always trying to pluck something out the air. Lord Falcon, relax. No, but I like this game though. You said the matchup. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
so I put JC Horn on your number 1. That that evens it out. That means they don't outdo each other.
Okay, if you
Okay.
want to say that, I'll give you that.
Okay, I put Michael Jackson. Who's your number 2?
You know who he is.
You can say his name. You should be proud of him.
I mean, we really don't. He a 1 year wonder, so we really don't.
Oh shit!
Okay. All right.
He should
Cool.
be proud of
Well,
us. Say his name.
well, what I would tell you is
No, Ray, don't do
Mike
that.
Jackson can't cover him. That's what I would tell you.
What's his name,
Well,
Ray?
you know,
For the
to
people in
go
the back.
down to that's not quite the way they do it though. They don't say, you know, J.C. Horn will cover this guy
You
will
led me
cover
down
this
this road. You
this
said
guy will do
matchups.
this.
You
What
said
they do is
matchups.
they match up receiving core against secondary core, cornerbacks core. That's how they do it. But if you want to say that, if you want to say J.C. Horn will stop Drake London, I'll give you that.
I
If
said
you
they
want to
even each.
say
They even out.
if you want to
Neither one would
say
dominate.
what's the guy's name you said Michael Jackson will even out Darnell Mooney, I'll give you that. Then who are you going to throw at Cal Pitts next? Who are you going to throw at Ray McLeod next? Who are you going to throw at Bijan Robinson next? That's what I would ask you.
See, the only thing I can call cap about is stop acting like Ray is like that, bro. Please don't.
Why you gonna call that nigga name?
I told you he's a wide receiver, NFL slut. And Kyle Pitts, hold on, Ray,
I call his name for the same reason that Melo say that Darnell Mooney only did what he did for 1 year, because in a particular offensive scheme with quarterbacks who can throw the ball to receivers, throwing them in the ball, they had their best year of production, better than when he was with y'all, and actually better than any receiver that y'all had last year.
So Ray, stay right there. Hold on, Ray. Ray, how many teams have Ray McLeod played for?
He was better than y'all's first option.
Red, how many
Go ahead,
teams have Ray McLeod played for, and tell me he didn't have no quarterbacks there?
Okay. I don't know about all that. I didn't even know he played until last year that he played for.
Ray has actually been in Carolina. Ray been in
That's
Carolina.
what I'm trying to say. I found that out just last year because I never heard of him
Because he's a
before.
wide receiver slut. I'm trying to tell you, he's been everywhere.
Damn.
You know, they got to try to make their money. I won't call no man who make
Ray ain't shit.
You know.
Ray ain't shit, bro. He ain't shit. I'm trying to tell you. But the Kyle Pitts, you got the boogie on him.
But I'm not gonna say Ray not shit though. Ray is pretty good. He just never got an opportunity. Ray just never really got a real opportunity. Ray not trash. He's a nice return man. He's a nice third option. I ain't gonna say he's trash. He ain't trash. He just never got a real opportunity.
Let me tell you something, D'Angelo.
Okay.
The only wide receiving core I'm worried about in this NFC South is Tampa Bay, because they got Godwin and Evans, and guess what? Emeka Egbuka. They went and got that. That's the third best receiver on the fucking team.
Yeah, they low.
Yeah.
They
I wanted to say this. I wanted Red to hear this. Red, I don't want you to bring up Kyle Pitts as no threats. I looked up. He's played 8 career games against the Panthers. He has 24 catches, 348 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's not that guy against the Panthers. He's not no elite tight end. That breaks down to almost 43.5 yards a game, and you have 1 touchdown over 4 years.
Thank you, Omar.
Stop it.
Thank you. I was just trying to.
That's three catches. That's 3 catches for 44 yards a game with no touchdowns. Ain't nobody worried about no Kyle Pitts, and that's what the numbers say.
That's your ass, Red.
Hey, Omar, does he got a contract? Did they pick his contract up? Oh no, they didn't.
I ain't heard about that yet.
I wonder why.
Did ain't this the year to pick up the 50? This was the year to pick up his 50
It sure was. It sure
Had
was.
to answer that call, Q.
They on your ass while you back.
And let me guess, Q. Pitts ain't have a quarterback to throw to him.
They came out with a graphic today I thought it was interesting. They talked about the quarterback.
I want to know if Red, did you hear what I said though before you go to your visual?
No, I didn't. Go ahead, Omar. Say it again to me.
I know. And while we were talking about Kyle Pitts, I said I don't want to hear you say that Kyle Pitts is a threat. I looked at his numbers against the Panthers. So far he's played 8 career games, 24 catches, 348 yards, and 1 touchdown. So on average, that breaks down to 3 catches a game for 44 yards and he gets one touchdown every 3 games. That's not elite tight end production right there for you to be saying that we should be worried about him. That's what I'm saying.
No. I agree with you. Kyle Pitts absolutely hasn't been spectacular outside of his rookie season. He hasn't been elite by any measure. But what I will tell you is that Kyle Pitts is still the best tight end in the NFC South.
Oh hell no. No. That Kappas is not. He is not better than your boy in K Dot. He ain't better than K Dot.
Yes, he is.
He ain't better than K Dot. No.
Yes, he is.
He ain't better than K Dot.
D'Angelo, I'm asking you a question. Since Omar got the stats pulled up right now, how many 1,000-yard seasons has K Dot had?
He ain't had none, but he's been more consistent.
I don't want to hear it then.
He's been
only had one.
But he had one though. That's my point.
Yeah. But hold on, Red. That only worked because he was a focal point. He fell off, and now he's not getting up 1,000 yards.
Well, that's normally the case with every tight end. Most teams who feature the tight end as the number one option.
Oh, okay. So you say Brock Bowers is going to fall off after this year, right?
You didn't hear me say that.
Bet $100.
You didn't hear me say that. But what I said was most teams don't feature the majority of NFL teams don't feature the tight end as their number one receiving option. Most. There are some that do, but not the majority of them.
When you pick him at 8 or 7, he's supposed to be your main focal point. That's what y'all decided to do.
What, Pop? That's fine. That's fine and dandy. But what I'm saying is when you pick him at 4 and then you take a wide out at 8 and a running back at 8, and you have other weapons, he may or may not be your number one option. He may or may not. But when all you got is a wide receiver drafted at number 8, he definitely gonna be your number one option.
Well, Red, can I holler at you for a second?
Yes, sir.
Because we go off of production. We don't go off of that bullshit of hope and promise around.
Yeah, me too.
Last year, other than Cade Otton in the NFC South, what tight end had more than 600 yards and 4 touchdowns?
Oh shit, man! I got to pull up a damn, like you say, production. I got to pull it up. Let me go to NFL stats database.
That's Cade Otton's stats. He had 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. What other tight end had more production than him in the NFC South?
Last year, probably none. I don't know what Juwan Johnson was. I don't know.
Yeah, but, Juwan Johnson, he didn't do much because he was hurt most of the damn year.
Pitts had 602, 4 touchdowns as well. He had less catches than Cade, though. Cade had 59 catches. Kyle had 47. But Cade has already got 10 touchdowns in 3 years compared to Kyle's 10 touchdowns in 4 years.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Cade been more consistent than Kyle Pitts.
Maybe because Cade Otton can block.
Wait a minute, D'Angelo. You say he's been more consistent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
you can say that.
Let me look at his career.
You can say
that. Consistent.
You know what you're getting from Cade.
He's all around tight end.
Let me just see. Gotta rush it.
No, why you look that? Like you said, why you look that up? I continue to shit on Kyle Pitts.
So Cade Otton has been in the NFL 3 years.
Yep.
And his first year, he played 16 games. He had 391 yards.
2 touchdowns.
In his second year, he played in 17 games. He had 455 yards.
That's consistent. He getting better.
In his third year, he played 14 games. He had 600 yards. That's consistently less than 700 yards a season. I agree with you. Not very spectacular.
That's what, not spectacular, but he's been consistent. That's what I said.
He's been on the rise. He has. He's been on the increase. And I will tell you, based on that 4, 5, 6, I expect he might have 700 yards this year.
I don't know. He might not. I don't know. They got too many miles to feed in Tampa Bay. He might take a little step back this year just because of the miles they got to feed.
We'll see.
Red, they were your Atlanta brethren, Brother Wolf.
What's up, Wolf? But when y'all
God
bless everybody, man. God bless everybody.
Goddamn, Wolf, what the hell you been, Wolf?
Listen, man. It's because the Atlanta Falcon content creator space is so sensitive, D'Angelo. They put me in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're so sensitive. They're so sensitive.
That's a hell of a cage.
That sounds like
Yeah.
some Falcons fans to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But Q, how are you? Blessings to everybody. Blessings to the
What
panel.
up?
What's up, brother? What's going on,
Right?
Wolf?
So Q.
Yeah.
This is the most important thing that we have to ask ourselves in the South. Is anybody going to win a Super Bowl in the South the next 5 years?
Yes.
You got potentials.
Okay. Now, when you say potential, who has the highest percentage of potential?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Okay. So which means, I don't know if you believe in God, Allah, Dios, the Hindu gods, or whatever it is.
I disagree with that, though, what he just said, Wolf.
I got you.
Not Tampa Bay, because their number one threat will be gone within 5 years.
But you do know if Tampa Bay wins again this year, Red, the black coach in Atlanta is dead. You know that, right?
Oh shit! Here we go.
Wait a minute. Wait,
I don't agree with that either.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Red. Hold on. Because you have to understand the story, right? The story. Who helped out Raheem Morris this offseason? Who helped him out this offseason?
Terry Fontenot?
You don't even know the answer. You don't even know the answer to that.
Terry Fontenot?
No. His father, Sean McVay, with the trade. If they can get those two prize money, again, his father, Sean McVay, helped them again. And who got him the job? Who got him the job in Atlanta? It was Sean McVay's reference.
Well, Wolf, I wouldn't say Sean McVay helped Raheem. I think that deal was probably constructed between the GMs.
No.
Yeah.
Because Sean McVay knows how to flip picks. He flipped it to win a Super Bowl not too long ago. Flipped it.
So you're telling me that Les Snead doesn't work the trade for the Rams?
Les Snead is probably a very underrated GM. Very underrated. Because I did my research.
You said Sean McVay, though.
Listen, you can go watch the video. I did extensive research with Les Snead and Sean McVay. And everybody here knows, the panel knows, Black Cat Panther podcast, they know, the Saint fans that you can't find know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they know when Big Baker was killing us, right? Raheem Morris was on the hot seat this year. He was on the hot seat. If they don't win the division this year, he's gone. Terry's gone. You're going to see a whole nother regime. Now, Q said it right now when he started the cast, and I've been listening. If Panthers is on our ass and we still far from the Bucks, there's a fucking problem and there's a lie in the NFC South. There's a lie being told there.
And Red, before you respond,
Bryce Young is attached
I'm gonna hold it down.
Stroud.
I'm gonna hold it down, but Wolf hadn't been here in a while, so I'm letting him get it out. But I disagree with a lot of what he's saying.
I got you. I got you. But Bryce Young's success is tied to who? CJ Stroud. CJ this year about to get 250. He about to get 250. CJ gonna get 250 easy.
CJ made bad.
Easy. Now, Q, this is what they don't understand about the South. If you go look at the reports, the last 2 years of Southern teams when we play other teams, we always the get right game. We're always the game that other teams get right with. When Justin Fields beat the Falcons, Justin Fields went out of space. Bo Nix beat the Falcons, he was Rookie of the Year. The Falcons got Bryce Young right at the end of the season.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
God damn, man.
Powerful.
Yeah. That's what they don't want to talk about because they're so sensitive.
I can see why he in jail.
Listen, Q.
Yeah.
When you see them in person, it's salam alaikum. Walaikum assalam. It's peace.
Wolf cutting them boys over there. They had to get rid of that. You gotta quiet down a little bit.
I can see why.
You ain't hear
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to let him get. You ain't never found me to be quiet, but I'm trying to let him. I was trying to let Wolf get it off, but I can't have a lot of respect for somebody who came in do all the yelling and then bounce out. Now, that's That's the case with anybody. I can't really rock with that,
But
man. But go ahead,
what
Omar.
I
Go ahead,
wanted to
Omar.
say, because you said Q was wrong about Tampa Bay, I think it goes Tampa Bay. Then I think, like you said, the Falcons and the Panthers are in the same boat as far as Super Bowl odds in the next 5 years. And then it's the Saints, because they still got to find a direction. It's still Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay is still keeping their offense relevant. Yes, Mike Evans maybe going to struggle.
What do you not respecting? What do you not respecting? What do you not
I don't know if
respecting?
I don't know if you're like your screen timed out or something. I thought that when you said Assalamu alaikum, I thought that you just said, "Hey, let me tell you what I gotta say," and I'm gone.
Hold on. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead.
So I thought maybe I saw the circle move, and I wasn't sure if your screen
When
went
you know
out.
me to run. When you know me to run. First of all.
But Wolf, listen.
No, I'm just
Wolf,
asking a question so I can establish my
never,
reputation. When you know me to run.
never, Wolf, and that's why I said,
So go ahead.
and that's why I said I don't understand why you went away.
Go ahead.
Because I know you to be one to say, hey, this is my point. Now, what's your point?
Listen, go ahead. Because you probably one of these fans that already crowned Michael Penix. You already put the crown on his head. And
I think what I said recently was, I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
I think what I said recently is that I'm not certain yet. But if you ask me, do I like what I saw from him in college?
Okay.
And are my expectations high based on that? Absolutely, they are.
Okay, but he's only played 3 games, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, in them 3 games, who did he play?
He played the New York Giants.
Ass. Go ahead.
He played the Washington Commanders.
Ass defense. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to give you the third one. Then, if the Commanders is ass,
give me the
I'm
third
not going
one.
to give you the third one.
Give me the third one. Give me the third one.
No, go ahead, Wolf.
Because listen, the whole Carolina Panther defense called out that game. They called out.
Okay.
Everybody caught the motherfucking
I mean,
flu.
Wolf has. I haven't heard one lie from Wolf yet.
Coronavirus again.
So when Wolf says that, hey, let's listen. We can do this all day long, Omar. When Wolf says when he says that the Washington Commanders, who pushed the Philadelphia Eagles for the NFC Championship,
That's
any
a lie.
portion of that team is ass. Any portion of that team is ass. I vehemently disagree with him.
At halftime, 55-21 at halftime. The only team that gave Philadelphia a scare in the playoffs was Daddy McVay.
And they beat those same. They beat those same Detroit Lions that most people had representing the NFC in the Super Bowl before the season started.
But did you watch the playoffs? Because the Commanders
I
were
think I
already
just
beat at
proved to you I
halftime.
did.
So that's
I
a
called
lie.
the other
Ray. That's a
NFC
lie.
divisional
It was like
round for you.
55-21 at halftime. That's a lie. That's a lie. Come on now. You might have
I
been
don't think I
confused
mentioned
about
any
it.
score at any point, but what I said was,
Listen,
you
might have
asked
been
me the 3
confused about
teams
it.
that Michael Penix said played.
Listen,
And I gave you
does
2
Michael
of
P.
them. And
have
when you
abilities?
said that
Listen.
the Commanders were ass, that's when I felt no need to go any further with you.
Yes, I get that. But what's happening here is the quarterback whores are already on their knees for this kid. Quarterback whores are already on their knees for this kid. What I'm saying is give it
ass.
What I'm saying is give him a chance to go up against good competition.
I heard him.
Right? Give him a chance to go up against good competition, and let's see what the kid can do. I'm not saying that the kid doesn't have ability, but to put the crown on his head already is just ass backwards. When we are or we were quarterback.
Hey, Wolf, I got a question for you. Because you asked me how I feel about Michael Penix, and I said I have a wait-and-see attitude. But I do have a record or a statistic projection that I have made.
Okay.
4,200 yards. Do you think he can throw for 4,200 yards in a season?
Any quarterback could throw for 4,200 yards, right? Any quarterback has the capability of doing that, Red. I understand what you're saying. I get it.
No, I disagree. I don't think that any quarterback has the capability of throwing for 4,200 yards.
I
don't.
think Doug Flutie threw for 40, close to 42.
Well, what I'm saying is some quarterbacks like pitchers in baseball, some pitchers have a high elasticity arm, and they can throw for high innings and a high pitch count. Some pitchers have not as much elasticity to their arm. They can throw with power, but their pitch count, they can't throw for a high number of innings.
Okay, what about if he crashes and burns this whole season? Then what are you going to say?
Some quarterbacks don't have 50 passing attempts a game consistently in their arm.
Okay, give me the stat if he crashes and burns.
4,200 yards. 4,200 yards.
4,200. So crash and burn, 4,200 yards. Is it you want him to make mistakes in the first quarter, or do you want him to make mistakes in the fourth quarter?
4,200 yards. I asked my question first. 4,200 yards.
Again, there's a flip side to that. There's a flip side to that. Okay? There's a flip side to what you're saying, Red. It's just like, listen.
4,200 yards.
Listen, look, if the Black Cat Panther podcast is excited, it's the first time in a long time that they've been excited. It's a flip side to things. Right? If they weren't excited last year, they didn't like, nobody likes Bryce. Nobody. But if you play
there's some people who like Bryce.
A whole lot of people that like it.
Not around here. Not around
here.
Yeah,
not right. Yeah, okay.
Not around here. I don't care about do you see me at other Panthers? No, I don't care to go to other Panther podcast shows. I'm here where I'm at. I'm here. And nobody around here liked Bryce. But there were people that were saying that he was the glove. There were people saying that he was Mahomes-esque. There were people saying 4,500 yards. Guess what? Bryce hasn't thrown 4,500 yards.
Oh, shit. Well, the person that said that just crept up just now. There you go, Brother Wiley.
Brother Wiley.
Q,
Everything come full
I'm gonna
circle.
say this.
Stay on your square, Doc.
Yo messy ass Q.
Stand on your square, Doc.
I'm gonna stand on my square. And watch it. I'm gonna say this as light as I can. Red punk ass dancing around. He wanted to say Bryce didn't throw for it, but he gonna dance around. Get your damn tap shoes off, Red.
I didn't say Bryce couldn't throw for 4,200 yards. I did my projections. I said Bryce will throw for 3,600 yards next year. But no, Bryce cannot throw for 4,200 yards. But that
I know you were trying to get to that.
That wasn't even on my that wasn't on my dome. Hell, you know Bryce can't. Hey, Wiley. Since you Wolf, and I know you've been gone for a while. I know you got a lot to say. But Wiley ain't been on the show a lot as often as he normally is either. So he want to get his ass cooked up a little bit too. So he called me out. So I'm gonna go on and just be patient. I got something for you too, Wolf, but I'm gonna go on and get Wiley some. So
I'm happy to see Wolf back.
Wiley. Oh, now the nigga ain't got no
I'm
ears.
listening. Go ahead.
Okay, so
come on to Germany.
I'm asking you. How many yards Bryce gonna throw for since you're getting back on the Bryce campaign now? Now you don't put your ass in the sling now, nigga. But go ahead now. Now you got to stand for Bryce now.
No, I ain't. You know what? Bryce. You know what the problem is? Y'all keep trying to put that around my neck. No, I ain't going for that bull crap. All I'm saying is this: is based on the weapons he got now, he should be throwing for 3,700, 3,600, 3,700.
Oh, but you want to tell me after what I say he can throw for 42, but you won't be brave enough to say he can.
No, he ain't going for that.
About, Wiley?
He ain't going for that. No.
So I say 36 and you say 37.
Something
Nigga,
like
get your
that,
own statistics. Get your own statistics. Get your own statistics and stop using mine.
Hold on now. Hold on, Cletus. If you being real now, from the beginning, what did I say his rookie year? I said the minimum that Baker did was 3,600 yards. I said that's where he should get 3,700 yards.
Has he reached it yet?
Yeah. Look at
Jalen. Has he reached
running.
it yet?
Huh? No.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I didn't. Wally, were you excited when Bryce Young got drafted?
Hell yeah.
Was I excited?
I remember.
No. Remember, we had 3 players. Anthony, Bryce, and CJ.
Okay.
And we were doing the shows on that.
He finna twist and turn.
Huh?
He finna twist and turn.
Okay.
I ain't twisting and turning.
Q, were you excited for Bryce? Were you excited for Bryce?
I want an AR-15, but I said I would take Bryce because I didn't expect him to be as terrible as he was, and
Correct.
turns out that nigga
Right.
was bad. So I don't think I saw that coming.
Now,
Nobody did.
Q, we got issues in the NFC South. I'm talking about managerial issues, Q, that a lot of people are not looking at. If Bryce does what CJ can do, if he can keep up with CJ,
Jesus.
CJ's gonna get paid. Q.
Oh man.
CJ's gonna get paid, Q. Listen, you know already. I got a Texas guy at the house. The guy's waiting for the schedule to come out. He's a CJ guy. CJ's looking at at least 250 Joe Burrow.
How can Bryce get anywhere near a contract that CJ can get when Bryce had a 2-15 season to factor in?
Again, managerial issues. I don't know what Canellis and them are up to, Red. I don't know. Now, we have our own issues, Red, because you can't pay everybody. You can't pay Bijan, Pitts, Drake. You can't pay all these guys, okay? Not to mention, how did our defense improve? Because of the 2 pass rushes we got, the premium pass rushes in college? Because this is not college, this is NFL.
Yeah, but you got 2 damn good ones, Wolf.
I got that.
Jalen Walker and Pierce? Shit.
Yeah, listen, I get that, Q. But again, has there been pass rushers in the past that had high expectations and fell?
But Wolf, I don't understand your question. You're saying Wolf, by
Does
that,
anybody remember Sam Baker?
Wolf, by that measure, by what you just said,
What about Tat McKinley? What about Tat McKinley over TJ Watt?
If I take what you just said, then what's the point in drafting a player?
I get that. I understand what you're saying, Red, but what I'm saying is, are we certain that these 2 guys are going to hit? Are we certain of that?
Nobody's certain. Nobody.
Exactly.
They couldn't. The Panthers couldn't be certain that the running back they took would pan out or not.
Okay.
But that's why you draft these players in hopes that they will. Now,
So when I say
when you do your work, when you do your research and your work, and you
what do you
scout,
think impact means, Red? When I say impact, if I use that word as an adjective, what do you think impact means?
for me, any first round pick should be a starter coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your GM said that all the players we took this year in the draft are impact players.
And you know what? I think that I don't hear him say it. He didn't elaborate any further.
It's a quote. I can bring up the quote if you want me to.
I'm very familiar. I got it. I heard it. But what I'm saying is, why I think that he said it is that he says they will come in at a position of high need that we haven't had talent at last year or for years, and that we expect them to have impact in that position.
Okay.
And I think that Jalen Walker and Pierce will do that. And not only do I think that they'll do it, I think that Xavier Watts on the back end and badass Billy Bowman will do it in the slot as well.
So you saying 10 sacks each?
No, I'm saying probably if a rookie gets you 5 to 6 sacks, that was impactful for a rookie season.
Kenny gave you 6 sacks. Kenny gave you 6, 7 sacks last year.
He didn't as a rookie.
But he developed. And then you got Braylon Trice, which Q, by the way, which I use. Braylon Trice ain't shit. What Q told me last year. I still be using that quote now.
But Wolf, let me ask you something, Wolf. Let me ask you, as a Falcons fan, right? And with the record that they have with sacks and pressure on the quarterback, would you have rather they went out and took another wide receiver or tight end in the first round in this draft? I don't know what the motherfucker can do to satisfy some fans.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Look, Red.
I don't know what the motherfucker can do to satisfy some fans, Wolf.
Red, this is how I know a lot of people don't watch my videos. Because I said you should have got an offensive tackle. That's what you should have got, because we had a couple of people on that offensive line that was
okay. Now, Wolf.
So wait a minute.
Let me ask you, D'Angelo, Poppin, everybody else up here something. In y'all honest opinion, y'all watch just as much football as me and Wolf and everybody else. And true enough, Wolf has his own podcast. Who did everybody think? What did everybody think the Falcons was going to take in last year's draft, 2024?
DN.
What was the major need for the Falcons last year?
Fucking DN.
Now, what do y'all think if the Falcons were your team? Let's just say everything else being the same. If them motherfuckers went and took an offensive tackle, I ain't saying disagree with Wolf. I'm just asking you your opinion. What would you have felt like?
I'd have been mad as a motherfucker.
They made the wrong move, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Wolf. Go ahead.
But I
What
want
does
to
that
say something
mean?
real quick.
Wait a minute.
I
What
do.
does that mean?
That means
Hold up,
offensive
Pop.
tackle.
Hold up. I'm gonna give it to you,
I
Pop. Hold up.
hate
What
to
does that
disagree
mean?
with you, Wolf, but offensive tackle was not the
Okay.
move to make in this
AQ,
draft for the Falcons.
AQ, since you want to call out names, AQ.
Yo.
Did you guys think that you guys wanted to draft a wide receiver?
No, I wanted an edge rusher, but they got one anyway.
But you did say that you're excited for the Panthers season to start, no?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, there you go, Ray. What does that mean? Nothing. It means nothing.
Okay.
I do have to agree with Wolf though, because he said a manager situation that y'all have. And Red, I've actually heard you say yourself how your GM set up your next for the next move if things don't work out. He fucked it up because he took away y'all first round pick for next year.
I didn't disagree with Wolf. I mean, Wolf was very, emotional and speaking, but I didn't. Did anybody hear me disagree with Wolf when he said that?
Nah.
That they ass is on the hot seat.
Do y'all see the similarities in the Bryce Young current situation and the Michael Penix situation?
Yeah, they're definitely similar.
Yes.
What I mean by that is Penix played the late part of the season. Atlanta Falcons, majority of the Atlanta Falcons are excited for this upcoming season. He showed flashes. A lot of Carolina Panthers, end of the season, got excited off of what they saw with Bryce, and they're excited for this season. Now, Wolf just brought up who Penix played to end the season, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they got to do the same thing with the Panthers. Now they hyped him up. They're doing the same thing with Bryce. It's the exact same thing. If you're gonna look at who they played, that's got to determine how good they really are. You can't say how well they played, this and that. Who did they play? Now both of them going into 2025.
And Red, the toughest game on our schedule is Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the toughest game on our schedule is Buffalo. Now, it's not even in Buffalo. It's in home. It's in the Benz.
Yep.
Okay. So if you're telling me that Buffalo is our toughest schedule, we should be okay, right? We should be more than okay, right? With his ability, right?
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't expect Michael Penix. I don't expect Michael Penix to outplay Josh Allen and beat the Bills. If that's what you're asking me.
4,200 yards that you just said.
Nah, Red, release the Archer. Release the Archer.
Okay, so hold on. When you say we should be okay, I'm assuming you mean should we beat Buffalo? Is that what you mean?
No, we should be like 11-6. We should be like 11-6, right?
Wait, Wolf, I'm trying to follow you. You're talking about Buffalo. You're saying should we be okay in the game against Buffalo in the Dome?
In the Dome.
No, I don't think we're gonna beat Buffalo. I got that as a loss on our schedule.
Okay, you got that as a loss. Okay.
Dare I say this, and it's not to go against Wolf or you, Red, but to my Carolina brethrens and sisterins, I dare I say this, but y'all possibly could still be in a quarterback carousel your damn self.
Hey, Pop, let me tell you something real quick. I wanted to say this earlier. Hold on, Pop. I wanted to say this earlier. And I think it's important because I've heard a lot of the sort of trying to draw the natural conclusion that Atlanta may have put themselves in a bad spot by swapping next year's first round pick and not having one in the event that they need a quarterback next year. Would y'all agree with me on that? That's what a lot of people feel.
I can agree with
No,
that.
I wouldn't say.
No, you don't.
I
No, Red,
wouldn't
I
necessarily
don't
say
agree.
quarterback.
But go
I
ahead.
don't think y'all looking for a
Thank
quarterback.
you,
Yeah,
Logic.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this is
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was going to say.
No, no, yeah.
This is what I was going to say. Even if Michael Penix has the most horrendous season next year that I could imagine, and that would be to possibly go 2-15, right? Or 1-16, or 0-17. When y'all went 2-15, and there was a lot of y'all who felt like, fuck Bryce, let's get rid of him now. Let's move on. Let's get another quarterback. I said to y'all then, there was no possible way with that boy being the number 1 overall pick, set up as a franchise quarterback, that y'all was going to swap quarterbacks after only 1 season of Bryce. And I think most of y'all, real Panthers fans, knew that wasn't going to happen, correct?
Correct, because we gave
I
up too
said that
much.
to say this,
Correct.
Logic.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Logic, you're exactly right. I don't give a
Yes, sir.
shit what Penix does next year. We're not looking for a quarterback in 2026.
No.
Oh,
He
you
That's
gonna
off
care.
the
get
You care
another
board.
what he
year.
does. You
That's off the
care what he
board. That's off the
does.
board for you
Of
guys.
course I care, Poppin. But
Well,
what I'm
Poppin,
saying
what is the
what I'm
Carolina
saying
Panthers
is
gonna
he
do?
gonna get
What is
another year,
Bryce Young
Poppin.
supposed to be doing? That's what we need to be talking about. What is he gonna do?
Well, since we had good old Wolf up here elaborating and breaking down the team, what I'm saying, it was just good to hear these two combat against, about their damn
Of
team.
course, powerful niggas. Yes, sir.
Logic. That's what I was enjoying.
Of
Well,
course, but
Logic,
what
you
is
about to have
Bryce
some
Young?
more,
Okay,
Mr.
so
Man, what is he
go
gonna
ahead,
do?
Q.
powerful niggatry. Pewter, on God's green earth, what in the hell is going on?
Good God.
Just
Oh
hearing
hell.
some talk.
Oh hell.
You got
Thought
some
I'd
dirt
join.
in your ass.
Oh
You think you
no.
had to
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah.
here,
Still
bro?
the
Hey,
number 1
Pewter, let me.
defense?
Hey,
Are
Q,
the
watch
Bucks
this.
still
Q,
the
watch
number
this.
1 defense?
Are they the what?
Are the Bucks still the number 1 defense?
In this division? Yeah, they
In
still
the
are.
yeah, in this division, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they still are.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
throw Pewter a layup. Red said that they on y'all ass. What you think about that?
I think they could be. Them
If
two
them,
first
He's
round
sweating.
I'm
picks
about to
He's
say the same.
sweating.
scare me.
If them two defensive ends hit, they.
Yeah,
He's
those
sweating.
they could be no joke. Those two
Yeah,
ends, both
yeah.
of them are nasty. I definitely wanted James, or is it James or what is James, right?
James
Peterson.
Pierce. That didn't go
James
the way
Pierce.
Poppin wanted, Pewter. Help him out,
I
Pewter.
definitely,
Help him out.
I
Just get him what he
definitely
want. Get him what he want,
wanted him.
RTP.
No. That's what I wanted to hear.
That ain't what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
Black Cat Panther podcast brings
yeah.
everybody the fuck out. I'm
Yeah,
saying
they
that right
do.
now.
Sometimes I wonder
Well,
why. Wolf.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been hearing
You know
Red
why?
talk. I heard him on a live stream yesterday, and I'm hearing Red on this live stream today, and I just gotta say mad respect because Red, he's been doing this thing, man. Red knows what he's talking about. He got his mind right when it comes to the football stuff. So he's in the right. He's in the right mindset. He's looking at the teams right now. I'll say this as far as the
I'm learning to slow
division.
down, Pewter. I'm learning to
Yeah,
slow down, Pewter.
as far as the division, I'm gonna say it like this because I also wanted to bring this to the conversation. I do think once again it's the Bucks division to win. I do think if anyone has a chance to challenge us, it's the Falcons, especially with the draft picks that they had a hell of a draft. So if anyone has a chance of challenging us, it is the Falcons. But I do think as far as 2, 3, I think 2, 3, and 4, because y'all sleeping on the Saints and Tyler. I will say this: a lot of the quarterbacks that were drafted are nice prospects. I don't mean that I think they're going to be anything. I'm just saying the prospects that they are as quarterbacks in the NFL, if they can get developed right, they could be a problem. So I say that to say this: I think the Bucks are ahead because we got a lot of veterans and we got a lot of people that's just done it already. You know what I'm saying?
Continuity.
Playoffs
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
there.
stuff like
It's
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that said, right? Let's just out the way. I do think the worst out of everybody is the Saints because of how they've been doing everything, how they've been handling their situation. With that said, I think the Saints still could surprise people if Tyler goes off. If Tyler becomes nice, I do think it could give their season a surge. And it could make them like, okay, like we're here. It could give some new energy to Cameron Jordan and all the other people that they got there that's messing up that roster. It could give them some young energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that'll happen.
Tyler Slaw ain't young. You said
happen.
young energy. Tyler Slaw is 30 years old.
No, I'm not talking about because
I
of
was trying
Tyler.
to figure
I'm
out where he
saying,
was going with that. Like,
Yeah.
He's 25.
It's young wide receivers, young. I mean, you can say 30 is old, but it's still. This is a new regime, right?
Hold on. They got one wide receiver who keeps getting hurt. They got another wide receiver who keeps getting concussed. Hold on. What are we? They're even trying to. They're even trying to trade their number one. So
what they built there, I don't like what they built there. How they built it. I think the culture over there is done. I think the culture has been.
They signed
Honestly,
somebody today too.
Since we took it over, since we took the South over, I feel like that culture crumbled and they just don't know themselves anymore. But what
then
I'm
that
saying
contradicts
is,
everything you're saying because at the end of the day,
no,
for one,
because what I'm saying,
they're old, they're injured.
no, I get it. Yes.
They're going through a coaching carousel once again.
Yes.
And they're not solid. So where
But
are they could possibly take off at? I'm trying to figure it out.
What I'm saying is, with the new head coach and Kellen Moore, right? With the new head coach, this new quarterback, which is again, I like him as a prospect. I'm not saying he's good. I just said I like him as a prospect. If they start pulling on, we know how it is. Put it like this: last year, right? They did what they did against Cowboys, and they did. I forgot who the other team was before that. And I was like, no, they're not good. If they get in a run like that, whether they're good or not, that could rejuvenate that locker room. Is what I'm saying. And that could be a problem. I don't think it'll happen. I'm just putting it out there that definitely could be a situation.
So
but
they signed
if it is a
Donovan
situation,
Peoples-Jones
that's the
today
only way.
also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They need to go get Gabe Davis. That's what they need to go do.
Well, I say all that to say if somehow they rejuvenate that locker room, rejuvenate that culture with the new head coach and that quarterback that they just got, they could be affecting you guys, the Panthers and the Falcons. They could be in there fighting with you guys, even fighting with us, even messing up our season. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not just you guys, but us too. So I just wanted to put that out there with the Saints so people can keep an eye on the Saints. Is what I'm saying. Now, as far as you guys and the Panthers and the Falcons, like I said, I think the Falcons have the best chance of knocking us out, especially with this draft pick. If they hit with these draft picks, it's gonna be a problem for a lot of people. The Panthers, I've been hearing again. Red Swarm. I heard you yesterday. I watched the whole thing earlier this morning.
Yeah.
I've been hearing the Panther fans there. I'm hearing the Panther fans here. I do definitely think they have a lot of reasons to be excited. Like I get it. You have reasons to be excited, especially the way you ended the season. I do think that because you can sit there and say, the Falcons at the end of the season saw that the Bucs were going to win the division. They gave up, and that's why Bryce looked. I don't want to say that. I do feel like Bryce, like a light came on or something got easier or whatever. So
yes, I agree.
I do feel like there is things to be excited if you're a Panthers fan. The only thing that I have a problem with is I feel like some Panther fans are going a little overboard of what to expect now, right? I feel like, for instance, you have C.J. Stroud, you have, his rookie year, what he did, right? Now I'm like, okay, he had a great rookie year. Wait, let's see what the NFL is going to do to answer back to what C.J. Stroud is doing.
And they did.
Jaden Daniel this year, he a hell of a rookie season. Let's see what answers the NFL comes with for next year for him. When it comes to Bryce, he hasn't even had that amount of opportunities to where the NFL can look at film and say, okay, this is the answer to that. He hasn't even got that far yet. I feel like he's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, now we can compete. Now we know that before we were looking at him like he can't be in the NFL. He's not NFL ready. He's not good enough for the NFL. Now you can at least say, okay, we know it's possible for him to play in the NFL. We know it's possible for him to have a good game in the NFL, but can he be good in the NFL? He still has to show that he can be good in the NFL, as a whole season, and like, okay, he's competing against everybody. Whether he wins or lose, it doesn't matter. We have to see if he can continuously compete against everybody.
That's
Then
what
once he
Dope talks
competes
about.
against everybody, then it's like, okay, now the NFL has to answer back and say, okay, this is how you were able to compete against us. Now here's our answer back to you. So he hasn't even got to that part yet, is what I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of Panther fans are talking about taking over the division and this and that. And it's like, that's a little too much. Like, you're not there yet. I think you are in a situation where you can compete, mess up the Falcons season, mess up the Bucs season. You know what I'm saying? One of those situations like you were last year, but I don't think you're in a situation to compete for the division yet. That's how I
And
see it.
and I'm gonna tell you something, RTP. I agree with you completely because I think that quarterbacks sort of progress, and they learn how to deal in different situations, just like coaches do.
Yeah,
When you start to talk about taking the division from, see, what I saw was a Tampa bearing down, when they realized what the stakes are. When we hit that losing streak, y'all turned it on even when you had players that were out, because to a veteran team, they know, listen, that door is open. We got to kick that mofo in. And that's what y'all did. Y'all were not relinquishing that title to us. It wasn't going to happen. And one thing that made it even more difficult was us having a rookie quarterback now trying to navigate us through 3 must-win games. And it didn't happen. It did not happen.
Who made that mistake? Who made that mistake?
Who made what mistake?
Who made that mistake that we went on a losing streak?
Oh, the Falcons did.
Who made the mistake, though? Who?
Switching quarterbacks? Is that what you're saying?
If I want to call it a mistake, I would say I would not have expected Kirk Cousins to pull himself out because he know what that means. So that was on Raheem. He should have sat him down.
Oh, that's all right. That's on the Son.
Yes, Wolf. I'm not disagreeing with you, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. And I didn't disagree with you that if it don't happen this year, his ass is grass. Wolf, he gonna get
He don't know how
fired.
to call timeout. He don't know how to call timeout. He looking up at the stands, chewing bubble gum with no socks, with the Jordans on all day.
The kid could have beat Washington, Wolf. He could have. He made the overtime with him.
What we do is we chew bubble gum and look at the scoreboard with no socks on, with the Jordan 12s on. That's what we do.
Okay.
I just looked at y'all, Red. I just looked at y'all opponents, man. There is no reason why y'all shouldn't have a winning record this year, other than your quarterback doesn't turn out to be the archer as you call him to be.
You know what's crazy in the NFC South? We have the same opponents that y'all have, except for those divisions where that we don't play every team in that division. Y'all get the 3rd place team and we get the 2nd place team. The Saints have the same opponents that the Buccaneers. Now that's where a 4th place schedule really hurts you. That's why people are saying.
But Red, I'm also. I mean, I'm taking it because I just gave you a compliment. That's what I did.
No, I get what you're saying.
But we got another year of having another cupcake schedule for the. I mean, if you want to be honest, we still ain't winning but 5. I got a problem with that. I mean, how many times we gonna?
I don't know if this team could go up to Philly and beat Philadelphia. I don't know what San Francisco is going to do. The Rams are still a powerhouse. The Rams are a powerhouse with 2 number 1 picks next year.
Who did that?
Who
did that?
The Rams gonna be there.
Mother's Day to everybody out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Everybody, listen, Q. The Falcons skipped over Mother's Day and went straight to Father's Day. And gave Sean McVay, who's already a powerhouse in the NFC, forget the South, NFC conference, and gave him another first-round pick.
Hey, Wolf.
Okay,
Wolf.
hold on.
Have you ever heard this phrase? Have you ever heard this phrase? Fuck them draft picks.
A Father's Day card.
Have you ever heard this phrase? Wolf? Fuck them draft picks.
Mufasa the Simba? He picked them up like this. He said, son, don't worry about it.
I'm wondering if he ever heard this phrase. Fuck them draft picks.
No, don't say that now. Don't
You
say
know
that
who
now.
says that? You know who says that?
Who said that?
The Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
That's why the Falcons was able to get the first round
So
pick
they got
because they
two number
said,
ones.
hold on, listen.
They got two number ones. They got two number twos. They got 3 threes.
See, this is what I'm
And a
trying
paw
to
tree and a pear tree.
get to, Poppin. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to get to. Wolf, I'm gonna ask you a very serious question. When they hired Raheem Morris and he brought Jimmy Lake with him and he brought Zach Robinson with him, what did you expect? Did you expect them to try to look like the New England Patriots? No, I expected Q. Do any of y'all remember me telling y'all last year when y'all said, what is this Falcons offense going to look like? I said it's going to look like the Los Angeles Rams offense. Because that's what they came out of. That's the way the NFL operates, Wolf.
First of all,
you may not like it. You may not like it, but that's the way it operates. Of course, Raheem Morris. Of course, Raheem Morris was going to reach back to get favoritism from the Rams. Does not your head coach, Q?
First of all,
Logic, D'Angelo, does not your head coach reach back to Seattle to get favoritism? He can't do it in Tampa because Todd Bowles ain't gonna help his ass in the same division.
Yeah, what's your defensive scheme? Y'all 4-3, 3-4?
Well, if you ask Jeff Ulbrich, he'll tell you that it's flexible and variable.
So hold on. First of all, hold on. You said that the Falcons offense looked like the Los Angeles Rams offense. That's a bunch of BS. The reason why is because
I'll tell you exactly. Now you tell me why you say it don't, and I'll prove to you it does. Go ahead.
Wait a minute. The Rams, when they went on a Super Bowl run, didn't have a dynamic running back like B.J. Robinson. They didn't have one of those.
Yes, they did.
Okay. Who's the dynamic?
You talking about when
who's the dynamic running back for? Wait a minute. You said that they had a dynamic running back when they won a Super Bowl?
You talking about when Todd Gurley was there?
No, when they won the Super Bowl, because you said fuck them draft picks. Did you said that they have a dynamic running back? Who was their running back?
They got Kyron Williams now, and he's dynamic. But let me see who they had. I'm trying to get it for you. Trying to get it for you.
But you should have computer brain. You should already
even though I'm sharp as hell, and I don't have a computer brain.
If the running back was dynamic, right? And then he said it was gonna look. So we don't have a wide receiver like Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl day. We didn't have a wide receiver like that.
Oh, y'all got Darnell Mooney.
Mooney is not.
There you go.
No, Pop. He said like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl team.
2022.
My bad.
Let me look at their 2022 roster. Let me look at their 2022 roster.
Yo, Kirk Cousins was literally.
They had Cam Akers.
Cam Akers.
Yeah.
Okay, Cam Akers. So we didn't have that. We didn't have like our offenses are the same. We didn't even have the same wide receivers. We didn't have the same wide receivers that the Rams had. Now he probably implemented that and tried to implement that type of style of offense, right? But you have to understand who won that Super Bowl, Red. Who won that Super Bowl?
Matthew Stafford.
It was the defense.
No. Matthew Stafford.
No. Aaron Donald third down stop, right?
Matthew Stafford.
Third down stop and a fourth
Aaron
down
Donald.
stop.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. No, Aaron Donald won that.
Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
Whole goddamn Rams roster.
Oh, right.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Right.
Let me ask y'all a question. Wolf, let me ask you a simple question.
Okay.
If you go and pull up right now on any site that you want to pull up, Aaron Darnold's record, I want to see where it has a one under win or loss for a Super Bowl as a stat for a defensive tackle.
They wouldn't have won without the quarterback.
Leo, I don't know why they
just want to make
frivolous arguments.
Aaron Donald been on the team. Aaron Donald was on the team for years.
Yeah, but Aaron Donald made the third down stop and the fourth down stop to seal the game. Yes.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. What was Aaron Donald at when they played the Patriots, though?
When Jared Goff was there.
That game was horrible. I get that.
No. Brother, I hear you, brother. Brother, I hear you. Brother, I hear you, though, brother. But where was he at when they played the Patriots, though?
You know what? But he kept the Patriots offense when they won the points, Leo. So he did his job. Yes.
But when they needed to play, though, like you just said, the fourth down and the third down, what was he at when they needed to play?
Leo, I'm glad you brought that up because if I remember correctly, that offensive Rams that year was the number one offense. Yes.
We talking about that. We talking about that game. We ain't talking about no yes and no nothing. We talking about that game. We talking about that game.
Jared Goff, right? Jared Goff was the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Jared Goff that game?
No, brother. Let's stick to what I asked you. Brother, let's stick to what I asked you. What was Aaron? Since you mentioned Aaron Donald being a difference maker,
he kept
in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl. You talking about the Super Bowl, Leo. You missed it.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we not talking about Pittsburgh, though. Hold on.
If Aaron Donald was the difference.
Leo. No, because you're going somewhere else with it.
I think he had Leo something popping. I ain't trying to
I'm talking about the Super Bowl, brother. I'm talking about the Super Bowl. If Aaron Donald was, he was a dominant player, but where was that when
Matt Stafford was the missing piece?
Exactly. That's the bottom. That's what I'm proving the point.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to say, Leo. That's all I was trying to say, RTP.
Hey, listen, I can see that.
That's all I was trying to say.
I got that. Yeah, I can see that.
If the Falcons, like to say last year, and Kurt wasn't the answer, but if they had a competent quarterback, the Falcons could go to the NFC Championship game. I don't know about winning the Super Bowl because the defense was lacking, but
no, defense was trash.
If they had a competent, they got all the weapons on the offensive side of the ball, but the defense in the quarterback position is still lacking. I mean, they rolled the dice like Carolina rolled the dice on Sam Darnold. If Sam Darnold was Sam Darnold last year with Carolina would have won way more games than they did, but Sam wasn't ready.
Now, like I said, I can't really talk about too much about college ball, but they said that these two pass rushers, they're good, but we got nobody in the middle. I don't know if Rook is going to be healthy. I don't know, but I don't know if he's going to be enough to plug up the middle that we have, because they ran the ball on us last year up and down the field. I mean, they went up and down the field. Every goddamn team went up and down the field on us. So
did you hear what Jeff Ulbrich said about that?
What he said?
He's gonna have he's gonna run more of a gap scheme than he is a direct head up scheme. He's not necessarily looking to stuff the run. Okay. He's gonna throw speed. He's gonna throw speed at teams. That's what he's gonna do.
If the Falcons average 24 points a game,
Braylon Trace ain't shit.
You got it mixed up. I told you
Dorless. He said Dorless.
Okay, Dorless.
When you said Braylon Trace earlier, I was thinking, I was like, no, I think I was telling him the one from Oregon, Dorless.
Right. Dorless.
Braylon Trace from Washington. He was nice.
The guy that I'm looking at Q to step up, and this is what I thought. I thought they would probably go Walker and try to put more effort into Ebiketie and Zach Harrison. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Kind of like Zach Harrison being pushed to the back.
Right.
If the Falcons would score at least 24 points a game, you wouldn't have to worry about the trenches so much. You got the line, you got the edge rushes. If the Falcons score 24 points a game, then other teams would be trying to play catch up, and that's when they got to throw the ball, and that's where the players they got. It's drag.
They don't have an offensive problem. It's a defensive problem.
No. That's what I'm saying. Do you alleviate the defensive problem if you can keep the team, your opponent, throwing? Because once you keep them throwing, then you got the two players that you drafted that come push the pass rush, because you will necessarily have to. Because they had a disadvantage with the run defense. But if you can score at least 24 points a game, then you could keep the team at a disadvantage by having to throw the ball.
You make them play against your strengths instead of exploiting your weaknesses. That's what you hope to do.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna have a perfect team outside of the Philadelphia Eagles. So you just got to use what you got.
Yeah, I mean, I get that part, but when you saying basically saying as long as you keep a big enough lead against whoever your opponent is. You know what I'm saying? You now you can pin your ears back and go after the quarterback.
Yeah, for the most part.
But that's what I'm trying to say to you, Leo, is that they've never had problems scoring. They've never had problems scoring. They were last year top 5.
But they never had the pass rush stuff. If the Falcons had the pass rush, Carolina would have did what them did this last year. If they had the pass rush, Washington would have beat. They wouldn't have beat Philadelphia. I mean, Washington wouldn't have beat the Falcons, but the pass rush was defensive. No. I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. But see, they keep it up. then they got the players that can take advantage of it now. You know, we'll see. We don't know what happens. They rookies, so we'll see.
That was our problem too. We can't score or stop on defense. So
Oh well, you know what the problem is on the offensive side of the ball.
No, Leo. What is it?
How do you guys feel about Ted McMillan though? What's your guys' thoughts?
Star. I'm claiming it right now. Wolf Star.
Yeah, my son Julio says that he's good. Julio said that he's good as that. Like that's what
He's an oversized slot receiver, but we'll see during the season. Though. Don't worry about
it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, Poppy, and I don't deny that Ted has the potential to develop into a star. But I have an interesting question. If he had to come out in 2024, where do you rate him amongst the wide receivers that came out that year?
Oh, let's see, because you got the boy from LSU. You got
two from LSU.
Yeah,
two of them from LSU. You got who else?
Roma
Dunze had a decent year.
Marvin Harris.
So I would say 5. He would be ranked 5 or 6.
Malik Neighbors.
Because he had 1,300 yards last year too. With another 1,000-yard receiver beside him.
I can respect that because that's where I had him as among the talent that came out last year.
Let me just throw some shit out there. Just like my coach, Canales, he still may be handicapped, and so can Ted McMillan be handicapped dependent on my quarterback.
Yeah,
I may not be able to see the
true
potential of Ted McMillan. I may not be able to see the true coaching potential of Canales because of my quarterback.
Because you know what's happening already that I hear, popping. Man, and it's okay being that you went out and got Ted McMillan. I think that it was the right move for y'all. But regardless of what I think, that's what your GM and your coach did.
Hey, Q, you think 7-10 keeps his job? I'm sorry.
But what I'm hearing is that so many people sound like they don't even want to fuck with Xavier Legette no more, man. Like the kid ain't shit.
Well, and that's because he made Bryce Young look bad. That's why.
There you go, Leo.
That's the only thing.
But Leo, are these boys really making Bryce look bad? I mean,
but They're gonna get rid of his ass next year, man. He gone next year, man. They just trying to load it up for everything.
Well, question for you, DJ Charks, all these guys, man, and they not. When they came in, DJ the Johnson kid, I remember hearing motherfuckers saying, "Go on and extend him right now before it get expensive at the end of the year."
Can I speak on that wide receiver?
Crazy talk.
Go ahead.
Now this is gonna sound like I'm a big hater. I already know, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not like that match with you guys. That wide receiver. First off, go if you haven't go check out Steve Smith talking about that wide receiver. But
we don't quote Steve Smith here.
Okay. Well, I watched.
Did you watch him talk about Mingo? Did you watch him talk about Mingo?
I watched Kansas City versus Arizona, right? Because we drafted Jacob Parrish from Kansas City, going against your guys' wide receiver, and he didn't go against him a lot. He was really going against the other corner, but I really didn't. I didn't like what I saw from him. The dude went off. He had like 100 and something yards. He went off, but it seemed like he was only getting catches when it was deep comeback routes and crossers, like beating a man basically outspeeding the corner and just doing crossers.
That's what Leo said in the slot.
I've been saying about dude. He a big slot receiver. That's all.
The problem is, I don't think those deep comebacks are going to work in the NFL. I think he needs to work on his route running. But number two, you do have Bryce Young. Those deep comeback routes are not the route you're going to want to throw with Bryce Young's arm.
That's the main problem right there, Peter. That's the main problem, because I think the rest of us look at it as far as scheme. With Jimmy Horn, where he's able to get Thielen and Ted, you can maneuver and come up with some things to get that boy open. I mean, And then and now that in the red zone too. If we get down there, he's a hell of a threat. So I do not feel like he's a bad fit for us as a scheme.
Yeah, I do think if Dave Canales,
And he came from a quarterback that had a worse arm.
No, brother. No, sir.
his
No, sir,
quarterback was
brother.
trash.
No, sir. No, sir, brother. You telling the fib. You telling an
Leo,
absolute fib.
did he
That
get
dude was
drafted?
so. It doesn't matter, but the dude was
Yes,
he
no, it
threw it.
does
He
matter.
threw
It
with maybe
does
he threw with
matter.
more velocity than Bryce did. Y'all go
So
watch the
you
tape,
out there with a measuring stick and telling me how much velocity he had on the ball? You don't know that.
brother. I could watch with my eyes. That quarterback was a
And your
better
eye
thrower of the
cannot
ball than Bryce
scientifically
Young.
break down how much velocity that man had on the ball. So that's a fib.
No,
Start over.
he does
Go
have a
watch
better velocity. He does have a better
He
arm
threw the ball with
than
more
Bryce.
velocity than Bryce
But
Young
I
does.
wouldn't say he's a better quarterback than Bryce.
Now, Leo, I'm gonna disagree with you right there. I'm gonna disagree with you a little bit on that because if you go back and look at Ted and you look at some of his catches that he made, he has to literally go back, track the ball, and use his body to catch some of them balls that were underthrown, and a lot of them was underthrown. Like FIFA was not a good quarterback
at all.
He made him look good.
Yeah, he wasn't a good quarterback, but he did have a bigger arm than Bryce.
His arm is stronger than Bryce Young arm.
Well, that ain't saying much then, Leo, because I mean, goddamn.
Well, I mean, of course, because Bryce Young is trash. I'm not saying, of course not, but Bryce Young is trash.
Like
but
the battle of two shit
that guy threw
turds.
more. He could throw on the run better than Bryce Young could. If you watch that guy throw the ball on the run, he throws the ball on the run better than Bryce Young does.
Man, who on the phone?
I don't know.
He does, but half of it is because he had to, because his O line.
Well, I mean, Bryce Young was running around and he was throwing. I mean, he had to too, but he wasn't. Bryce Young throwing on the run is not something that's a strength of his. I mean, but like you say, bottom line, I agree with you on the same. We agree on the same thing to a degree that the wide receiver group is an absolute waste. It's just the quarterback that's not going to be able to take advantage of the other players. If you got to scheme up some shit, man, like come on, man. If you got a serious quarterback, you don't have to scheme up nothing. You just drop back and make the
Leo,
shit play. Make it happen.
It's gonna be a lot of dinking and dunking, bro.
But that's where I give you guys. That's where I give you guys a chance because Dave Canales got some plays. Dave Canales will get some good schemes for you guys. So maybe he has from the high school, whatever. Dave Canales has something in the back pocket he can do with those weapons you guys got. So that's what we got.
Hey, Wolf had a question for you, Q. I don't know if he was able to get it off, but Wolf had a question for you.
What's up, Wolf? You still there?
So you think 7-10 keeps Canales' job?
Yes.
Yeah, 7-10 definitely keeps his job. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an improvement. Based off of winning 5 games, you win 7. It's like you're moving in the right direction. That's how they're gonna look at it.
Here's the catch question though, Q. Does 7-10 get Bryce paid?
Yes.
Yes. I think if he win another 5 games, but he looked like he improved within 5 games, he'll get paid.
Wow.
What year is it for Bryce?
It ain't gonna take much.
It's year 3. If
Year
Bryce
3.
do his 111 and everybody else fuck up,
I ain't paying him yet.
He'll get another chance.
Well, Pewter, they're not gonna pay him right now, but if they offer CJ Stroud, the pressure gonna be on Carolina to get something done.
Yeah.
And that's when they're gonna jump the gun.
No, it won't.
To give Bryce Young a contract.
Okay.
Man, you might as well change teams then, man. If you're gonna hit your wagon to Bryce Young, the team is gonna be mediocre to poor for his career. That's not even gonna be something that's gonna be considered if you just win 2 more games.
Let them pay CJ Stroud by week 3 or week 4. You don't think the pressure gonna be on and temper them to jump and do something stupid?
No, the wins-loss record don't equate. This man made the playoffs twice. The win-loss record is not going to equate to justify to giving him anything.
You got fans saying that Bryce Young is better than CJ Stroud right now. They delusional.
That's what you and everybody else that's a Carolina fan got to make a decision. Do you want to commit and continue to support that?
Leo went on a political run.
I'm just saying, just think about it. If just because they get CJ $200 million contract, did they feel obligated to give Bryce a 2-3 year same thing, or even close? Then you might as well just change teams because the team is going to be a losing franchise.
Well,
Leo,
yeah.
I think what they're gonna do if he plays, if he gets 7 to 10, he still gets another year. I don't think they'll look at a quarterback in the first round, and I think they'll pick up a 5th-year option.
I disagree, but I'm gonna tell you why I disagree, brother.
No, I
Because,
don't want that, Leo. I'm just saying that's what I think they're gonna do.
but let me just say, I'm gonna just say this. Just like quarterbacks last year, they got who saying only got one quarterback, two. Damn, one person got drafted. But with the quarterbacks coming out next year, I mean, I'm not a fan of Nussmeier. I don't see what they saying, but Nussmeier, he look like
No, he's not.
he look like a knockoff Joe Burrow, which is better than Bryce Young. I'll take that. But if our argument is it's all hype on him, but I mean, if he played a little better, but they're gonna be pushed in the corner, man, because if Sellers from South Carolina play a little bit better, the NFL in love with him, so they're gonna
Manning
have to
ain't
make a
coming out.
decision.
Manning ain't coming out next year. He hasn't had enough experience in college yet. He's
No,
gonna
but
come out 2027.
if they go to if they win 11 to 12 games and he has a good season, he gonna the pressure gonna be on his family.
Who's 11, 12 games? You talking about Manning?
Texas, yeah.
Nah. He's only played 3 games last year. He got benched in one of those. He can't come out next. He can. I mean, that would be stupid. But he doesn't have enough experience, bro. He don't. He
How
don't.
y'all doing, everybody?
What's going on, Pete?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's
The
up, P?
content. I'm loving the content. I ain't know if that was Wolf or Mac 10.
Yeah, Wolf
Oh,
been
there
in the
we go.
sun.
There we go. Here we
West
go.
Side Connection.
West Side Connection, baby. Bow down.
West Side.
Yeah.
What you got on
What's
my
up,
boy,
P?
bro?
How are you, brother? How are you?
What's going on, Wolf?
Man, right here, man. Love it, man. Tailgate experience is popping right now, man. You crazy? Yeah, y'all better
Hell yeah.
tune in. Y'all better tune in what's going on around here.
Yeah, I'm trying to come to the IE, man. Inglewood.
Leo, you know what I love about this conversation though? It ain't no delusion, man. Ain't no delusion.
Hey man, y'all talking about this damn Bryce thing, man, and this wide receiving core, man. What y'all need to be discussing is if he gonna improve on throwing to the right side of the field. If I'm not mistaken, then your man going there publicly saying where his discrepancies were
The
on
left
the field.
side.
It's the
Left side of the field.
Left side. Sorry, my fault. Left side. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he can't set his feet and get adjusted again.
Because he does the opposite of what the original quarterback, quote unquote, has been coached to do. He doesn't do that, and it's a deep. What is it? Logic. It's a deep what? Comeback.
Yeah, something like that. But the thing about it is, if you go on there publicly say that, don't you think defense gonna find ways to try to target that? But see, the thing is, you would be stupid to not work on that on the off season. Fuck who you throwing it to. Can you set your feet properly so you can throw it to?
Well, you'd be stupid to call that play because that's what Canales ain't gonna, and he ain't gonna call that.
They ain't gonna call it. Dave's gonna keep it safe. He gonna keep it safe for Bryce. He gonna keep it safe for him. They ain't doing that comeback. That arm ain't strong enough to do that shit, man.
The comeback is gonna be for your tight end up the middle. That's gonna be your comeback.
Yeah.
And see, that's where my concern lies at when y'all say stuff like this is because when y'all we basically evaluating off CJ's contract to see if they're gonna get him another one. Bro, evaluating him, he's not the best option.
You talking about Bryce?
Bryce Young, because I mean, if we look at his ceiling, like if he wins a couple of games, they might give him a contract. I'm concerned about the Carolina Panthers. Are we in the good hands? Because we got to stop applauding mediocrity, bro. Y'all said the other day in the show about keeping players for too long.
Nah, they got a plan. They just doing this to appease the Bryce sexuals in the sports media. Because if you don't give the darling boy everything they need, they're gonna always blame the Panthers, the organization. So once you give him everything you need, and he still won't succeed, then the overriding option is Bryce Young is not it, and then they'll move on from him, and they'll draft somebody next year, and They're gonna have some crying fans, but it is what they're trying to win football. This making this money, man. They're trying to win games, man.
Us as the fans collectively are trying to win.
No, brother, no, not all. Not every the people on this phone and people that you might know, but man, they got Bryce Young fans. They don't care about winning, brother. They just care about little Brycey Boo looking good.
Bro.
They don't care nothing about that.
And that's a fact, Leo. Just
They
for
don't care
God
nothing
damn.
about, man.
I did
Brycey
see
Boo.
that somebody did call a Buki Bear. Was that last year? Q was Buki Bear?
That's going on. That's been
Yes, sir.
going on constantly,
There was niggas lining up around the corner to die for.
Hey, Q, you know something? I want the New Orleans Saints to be investigated.
Why you say that?
I want it to be. You ain't telling me that no player in his right mind or the NFL Players Association is okay with what Derek Carr did by giving that money back. I think that contractually, he probably said on the surface, I'm gonna return this money to the team, but I think they still giving him that damn money just so they can get it off of their book.
Well, Red, he robbed him anyway because he ain't did shit.
Nah, I think what happened, brother, is that
paid
he
by the
had to
Raiders.
give it back because he told them something that wasn't true. So
I get you. I see what you're saying.
because he said,
Something
I'm
about
ready
the
to
injury
go, and you're
thing.
not ready to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was
Because they
wondering
did.
too. I'm like, how
They
you
had
giving
just
money back?
restructured with him. They had just restructured with him, didn't they?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's why he said, nah, consciously because they could have took it
They
another
could have
level
sued
on him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said you knew something was wrong with you. You said it wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
Red, they said
and Leo, it don't normally happen like that. People don't return no $30 million.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the heck?
I damn sure ain't.
Yeah.
a Red, Tory McEnhaney said that Kirk Cousins to New Orleans is getting louder and louder too.
Man, they could have him, man. Kurt done.
They can have
That's
him.
that's done.
Yeah.
And actually, New Orleans would be real stupid if they do that, man.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
They're in a perfect situation to go on the tank right now. Their fan base is ready for it.
Yeah.
They might as well go on the tank, man.
It was two options for him though. It was two options, either Steelers or Saints.
Kurt
Choice
done.
is
He can't do nothing with the Steelers. Kurt they're gonna force Kurt to retire, man.
He can't play in cold weather, not no more.
Yeah, them injuries, man.
Well, we got the Bucks, the Falcons, and the Panthers up here. Can we compare D lines? Now that everybody's got their new upgrades and new toys.
Why you want to do that, Poppin?
I mean,
Poppin.
The Panthers are the best on paper.
On paper. Thank you.
Derek Brown. You're not finding another Derek Brown on nobody else's team, man. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know, man. Atlanta just crept up. They just crept up a lot just now, bro. Atlanta just crept up, though.
Pass rushing, though, Q?
Pass
rushing? Yeah.
It's gonna be sad how the defense, how the Carolina Panthers defense gonna look like compared to the last couple of years, and it's still not gonna really mean it's not gonna equate to wins because
Hey, Wolf, are you
out of his
satisfied?
truck right now, because I know he ain't finna sit by and let us dog Vita Vea like that now.
I don't have to say nothing, bro.
I don't think Vita Vea is better than Derek Brown though. He good, but
I don't think he's not right now.
Nah, Vita Vea. He's a good player. I mean, if he put him on another team that got like. Man, the Giants got
right now. He's a better player. Right now, he's a better player. Vita Vea is a better player than Derek Brown right now.
No, I'm not saying no. I don't think so.
No, not you, Leo. Peterson. I'm saying right now.
He is the best nose tackle in the game, and he got Kalijah Cansey right next to him. No one has a better D line than the Bucks. Period.
Hey, Wolf, are you satisfied?
Okay.
I mean, I gotta be, Pete. I gotta be. I mean,
hey, y'all lucked up in that draft though. I even told
I gotta be.
Red Swarm
I
as
see
well.
I see where Red coming from. I see what he, his point about coming back, getting another pass rusher. I get all that, man. I just thought that they were gonna go another way, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you got two rookies.
Hopefully Ebiketie gives you some veteran or Floyd. We got Floyd now too.
Yeah,
Hopefully they give you some vet
Floyd is a
presence.
7 to 8 sack dude. He could get that easy, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Rook. I know Red is high on Rook. I mean, I got to see a little bit more, but I know Red's a little bit high on Rook. But
Yeah, I like Rook.
I just don't know, if he can stay healthy. Red, that's just my whole thing is them staying healthy. Like DeMarco Helms, he's got to stay healthy. Caden
But see,
Ellis,
Wolf, what they have done is they just snatched the bandage off, man. They fixing the
okay.
plate, and I apologize for my dog in the background, y'all. I got to get him outside. But they have snatched the bandage off. They're going with the young players, man.
No, I got it.
I mean,
I
that's
got it.
it.
Yeah, I got it.
So Wolf, would you say y'all D line is better than the Panthers?
Shit, nah. I don't, man.
All right, then.
I tell you what, our secondary is probably nose neck and neck, Pop. I don't know about the D line though, man, but our secondary is pretty good.
On paper,
our secondary is pretty. I mean, they're pretty solid, man. That was the most solid group last year for us. And they was getting smoked a couple of games, but AJ, Jesse, Xavier Woods. I think we got CP3 on the other side. DeMarco Helms coming. I mean, they're pretty solid, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's y'all scheme, Wolf? What's y'all defensive scheme?
Well, Red just said that they're gonna run what Red? A lot of stopgap stuff, right? I didn't hear that. I know it's a 4-3 though, right, Red?
He said it's versatile, but yeah, the base formation is a 4-3. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I get what y'all saying about the defensive line.
We switch, Q. We switch.
I get what y'all say about the defensive line, but I'm gonna tell y'all something now. When you say defensive line, I take into account every position along the defensive line, including the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna say I still don't think we have as good a defensive line as Tampa Bay. But if you take into account Tampa's edges and their interior defensive line, I think they have the best defensive line in our division. But I will put us neck and neck with y'all because I think our edges are better than y'all's edges, but our interior is not as good as y'all interior. So if you want to break it down and say interior defensive line and edges, then I don't have no problem with ranking it that way. But I think we have the best edges in the division.
Oh, so y'all want to blitz next year? Y'all want to blitz next? Y'all blitzing next year?
Nah, they're not blitzing. They're just relying on the talent. They're not going to blitz.
They're projected to have the best edges.
They don't need to blitz.
Well, I'm saying from Leonard Floyd, and I'm taking into account his consistency as
Floyd
an edge rusher.
They don't need.
I'm not taking Floyd over Hassan.
Oh yeah. For his
Hassan
career,
who?
yeah.
Hassan Reddick?
Yeah.
Hassan Reddick.
Nah, man, it's night and day, man. Floyd getting like 9 sacks his career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hassan just started playing like the last 4 or 5 years ago.
I don't think y'all got a better D line than us right now. I don't.
Not D line, no, not across the board.
I didn't say that.
Atlanta, I think we got it. Huh?
Are you being biased, or you just that's like
nah, because you gotta look at the players.
I think we have a better D line than Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, the edge and the interior is better.
Edge and interior.
Yeah.
That ain't something I'll fight a whole lot on. I won't fight a whole lot on that. I'll just keep it 100 with y'all because I would
too much neither.
I would say at the defensive line position, yeah. When I do my grids, when we do those grids, I always give y'all and Tampa Bay the better defensive lines than us. I do.
And that's saying a lot from last year, Red. To be honest with you, Q, do you agree or disagree? What's your opinion on that? I know you're a defensive guy.
I'm right there with you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I'm right there with you. When it comes to D line, I think we got the better D line out of all of them. I really do think Atlanta is slept on when it comes to their defensive line, though. They got some young bulls in there. Like I said, when you look at the 3 D tackles that they pulled in last year, then they put Pierce and Walker to go with all they already had. They got some guys that they can throw at you, but better with talent wise, they don't got nobody that got double-digit sacks like how we got Yana and whatnot. They don't got nobody like that. No young player that got promise like that. So
like what, Q?
None of y'all young boys had. There ain't one guy, and you can go back to Zach Harris, whoever the fuck you want. Ain't none of them boys had double digits.
Yeah, them
Well,
boys ain't
how
had no
many?
double
How many?
digits sacks.
You saying? You saying Human
He a bad
Euro? You
motherfucker.
saying Human Euro? You saying he has the greatest potential in the division as far as sacks?
Hold
You
on, Ray.
there?
Hold on, my headset disconnect. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, you know,
You
no,
said,
Well, Pop,
yeah,
did I hear him right, Pop?
Hello?
You
yeah,
talking about
yeah.
the
He
Red,
said,
rookie?
What you
Red,
say,
yeah,
Ray?
yeah.
Yeah,
Princely. He talking
yeah.
about Princely. Yes,
Nah,
What you
Prince is
say?
not better than James Pierce. No,
No,
he's not.
Princely ain't better than James Pierce. But what I'm saying is when you take a look at mono to mono, they on the same level. They about damn near on the same level. Princely, Yumiana, and James Pierce. Now, come
No,
on
he
now.
got a lot of development. He ain't as refined right now in
So then,
his
why was he
thrusting.
so inconsistent last year? Then tell me that.
Who? James
Who the
Pierce?
fuck else? Yeah, who the hell?
Inconsistent. He had the
Don't
highest
don't
pressure
don't, don't
rate.
talk slow now.
He had the highest pressure rate of
Q, I'll
all
be
the
right
edges
back in.
taken this year.
Okay, so why he had the highest pressure rate but not enough sacks to get to the quarterback to finish the job?
And I agree. I think the best
No,
way
no, no.
to
Since we
I
going there,
okay, all right then. So I agree. I think that the best way
Okay.
to ensure that the quarterback doesn't throw the ball is to put him down. But we ain't gonna act like they don't rate the pressure as a key statistic as far as what you
but
look for.
Red,
And
we not gonna give him a certificate for just getting the pressure
okay,
going with
okay.
not
All
finishing.
right. So
We
Q, let
not
me
gonna
ask you
do
a
that.
question. Let me ask you a question. Since you seem to know the comparisons as they stack as far as sacks last year, how many sacks did Human Euro
I'll be
have the
back
year
in.
before that?
The year before that, he had 8. Was it 8?
At Florida? I don't think
I think he
so.
had.
Let me pull that up. I
I think
don't
he
think
had
so
8.
though. Yeah, I don't think so. When he was at
But
Florida, because
even
I
like with
remember
the
watching.
Is
dude,
he? Is either 8 or either 8 or 6? One or the
I'm gonna
other.
find it for you. But I will tell
but
you
they
this.
not gonna
I will
necessarily
tell you this
start
that
though.
James Pierce had 20 over the last two combined.
But they
My
not really
point is
starting though.
Yumiana was a rotation piece over there in Florida. He was the main guy in Ole
Oh,
Miss. You get what I'm saying?
okay. I got you.
Him,
Because
Walter Nolan, and them crew. He was
I
the
got
main
you.
guy on the outside.
I got you.
nah, they not really they gonna be rotational players because the dude Pat they got and the dude Wanham they gonna be starters. So,
Yeah, they don't even. I don't see nowhere with Princely nowhere near the starting lineup this year.
but by that
No,
default
they're
though,
not
the Panthers.
starting, but they're rotational pieces for us that's going to mature in the starters.
We'll see,
Okay.
man.
Well, I tell you, James Pierce gonna come in a
Yeah,
starter day
Pierce and
one.
them starting. Pierce and Walker starting. But they didn't
You
say
know
the
what the
pass
sad
rush is
part
better.
is?
He had 7 Q. He had
You want to know what
7.
the sad part is? 7. Okay, I knew it was 7 or 8. You want to know what the bad part is? Yumiana might not start, but I guarantee you he might have more sacks than Pierce this year.
Oh,
That might be a possibility.
That's possible
That
because
what?
they sack numbers was even. I mean, both of them pretty good. So I mean, you can't go wrong. I like James Pierce because like
Now, Red, you want to put a bet on anything else? Let's go ahead.
uh-oh.
Rookie for rookie.
No,
Who
sir.
gonna have a better year?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right.
nah, Q,
No,
you
sir.
can't do
Okay.
it, Q, because
No, sir.
Prince ain't gonna be playing. He rotational.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Pierce
Yeah.
gonna have more opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna
What
say
I'm
that might be
saying
the
is
easy
I
money.
know he gonna have more opportunity, and I still think that old boy
Oh
gonna
shit.
have
Okay.
more sacks than him. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, Q,
I
I don't
realize
know,
the
Q.
risk.
Q,
That's real.
I
That's
hear you,
real.
brother,
I'll take a
but
light one on that, Q. I'll take a light one on that. I'll
I
take a
hear
light
you
one
though,
Okay,
on
what do you
that.
brother.
want to put on it?
50.
Okay, we can do a little 50 piece on that sacks.
Yeah.
Go ahead and lock that in. 50 piece for me and Red.
Yeah.
James
Princely.
Pierce is a skilled player, brother. I'm telling you, when we play the when they play the Panthers, brother, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken.
James Pierce is
Yeah.
skilled, Q. I'm telling that dude, his hand placement, everything. You know, that dude could get to the quarterback.
Do you
But
know what
Yeah,
makes
I
me so
get it.
hurt?
He nice.
yeah,
And I
James
I think
Pierce
like
is
Prince
human
good.
is gonna be
urine.
starting though.
Yeah, Prince
I
is
have a
good too,
feeling
though.
he might.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What
I
makes
think
me
he
so
the real Jim.
what makes me so
I think he
unsure about
better
this
than
defense?
Scoring.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
makes
yeah.
me so unsure about this defense is the fact of the matter of Evero, like how he gonna scheme with these guys. That's the only thing that made me concerned. Like how he gonna be able to use the personnel he had right now to create his scheme to be able to provide that pressure on the offenses. It's my only concern with him.
But it's dependent on the players, though. Like, I mean, if you got good players, they could generate their own pressure. I mean, if they got speed and power and finesse, you ain't got a scheme for that. Like, if they good, they good. They ain't had no good players like the last couple of years. So, but DJ Wanham's a good player. You know, he just was injury. I mean, the guy kept getting hurt. The dude Pat Jones, he could get to the quarterback. You know, they gonna the Panthers gonna be the defense is gonna be a little better. It's just like the offensive side of the ball ain't gonna score no more than damn 17 points a game, if that.
Yeah, it might change around rookie. Around like mini camp or around when they start doing scrimmages or some shit like that. Like, it might change if I get a little look at it.
They gonna hide it though, brother. Once the defense start dominating Bryce Lowe ass, they ain't gonna show the whole thing. They gonna do the same thing they did with the Jets. Oh, Bryce was doing his thing against the Jets. Like, what the footage at though? What the footage?
I just hope Coker, man. Hold on. That's also what I want to talk to y'all about. Did y'all research on that middle linebacker, undrafted free agent? I forgot his name. Samoan dude.
I don't know how to say his name, but I know who you talking about, though.
Bruh, I watched dude film, bro. Hey, dude,
he cold.
Hey, that's one of my. He gonna become one of my favorite players if he turn out to making this roster, man. Dude, nice.
What school is he from? Fans are saying that.
You said what?
A lot of school is he from?
He went to what's the name of that fucking school? Let me look at my history. Hold on.
I'm looking right now too. Let's see. I think he played for
Buddy hard sticking motherfucker, bro. I'm can track the ball and all type of shit, bro. I don't know what dude on. Matter of fact, I want to request a piss test right now.
I wonder what made him go undrafted though.
That's the same thing I kept asking myself, like, why? What made it? I don't know if it's the schooling or it could have been like, could have been like,
I mean, injuries or something. Academics ain't no problem. Shit, a lot of motherfuckers ain't playing on.
Oh, Fresno State.
Fresno State. I know you had to be out west somewhere.
Fresno, yeah, but hey, Buddy, a powerhouse, bro, man.
I gotta go look at
that man film. Please go look at it.
I'm gonna go check a look at it because I ain't.
A lot of Panthers fans like him, Leo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that ain't saying much though, brother, because they like Bryce Young. So I ain't taking a motherfucker word for it, man.
Since you put it like that, I can understand.
Bryce Young, like get the fuck out of here, man. You asking to lose.
But nah,
they don't care about winning. But I'm gonna check the dude out. What's his name?
Damn, what's Buddy's name? I can't really say it.
Well, he went to Fresno State. I'll Google it. That's crazy.
I have it.
Talking about CJ get money, they gonna man, no way in the hell, man. Bryce Young ass ain't got no business starting nowhere.
I want y'all to take a look at that, man, when y'all get a chance for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a look at him.
He used to play for USC though. I wonder what made him leave.
He swapped schools. He changed. He went to the transfer portal.
Oh, but they probably got a better player. I won't get no burn. Let me go take a look at who y'all talking about.
Oh, I'm about to get his name.
Tuasivi? I think that's how he said. I don't know how to say his name, bro.
Tuasivi Namora. That's his name. Tuasivi Namora.
Okay.
Bro's a hard sticking linebacker, bro. Contracting all. He flying for it.
Dang, he had 109 tackles in USC. Oh,
yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
60 solo tackles. So he was ranked number 7 in first time Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week.
I gotta go. Y'all have a blessed.
All
right, y'all. Yes, sir. Well, Man, we appreciate each and every one of you guys over here. We're gonna start getting last words up in here. So Petey, quick, talk to me.
I'm trying to figure out how he went undrafted because something ain't right.
Hello? Earth to Petey?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Give me your last words. Give me your last words.
Oh man, going to be interesting season. Shout out to Black Cat Panther Podcast. Man, keep doing what y'all doing, man. Loving the content. Keep pushing. Keep pounding, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Petey, quick. We appreciate you. Jalen, talk to me.
All I'm gonna say is keep pounding. We gonna be in there. We gonna make some noise this year, man. We gonna make some noise, man. I mean, Princely starting too, so
I hear you, dog. Anyway, that's Jalen. You know, he always on the shenanigans around here. Y'all already know what time it is, Jalen.
no, I don't.
Wally, you still there? No. Well, that's brother Wiley.
I got
Hey,
what's up
on Discord.
When you get a chance, have you had to take a look at that Tusivi Nomura, the linebacker from Fresno?
I heard y'all talking about him. I'm gonna check him out.
Check him out. Let me know.